I think there's another lyric. Shout out to Bill O'Reilly. I'm going to throw you a curve. You mad because I'm a thief and got away with words.
I love your rap voice.
No, that's my Luda
It's
voice.
the same. No, because it's the same for every rapper.
No, it's
Yes,
no,
it is.
it's not.
You have a very specific cadence and tone.
It's very 1980.
That was ludicrous right there. Oh no! Welcome back to Macrodosing. It's Thursday. It is September 18th. And today's episode is brought to you by Quince. Cooler temps rolling in. As always, Quince is where I'm turning for fall staples that actually last. They got cashmere, denim, boots. The quality holds up. The price blows me away. Quince has the kind of fall staples that you're going to wear nonstop. Super soft, 100% Mongolian cashmere sweaters starting at just $60. And their denim is durable. It fits right. Their real leather jackets bring that clean, classic edge, but they don't have the elevated price tag. What makes Quince different? They partner directly with ethical factories, and they skip the middlemen. So you get top-tier fabrics and craftsmanship at half the price of similar brands. I've got some great shirts from Quince. I got a linen shirt. I got a button-up. It's like almost like a button-up T-shirt, but it's really soft, nice fabric. I love that. And also the best polo shirt that I own is from Quince. Super comfortable stuff, fits great, and it also doesn't break the bank. Keep it classic, keep it cool. They got long-lasting staples from Quince. It's almost getting dressed up season. We're about to start wearing layers, guys. Get ready for layer season. Keep it classic, keep it cool. Go to quince.com/dose. Get free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. That's QUINCE.com/dose. Free shipping, 365-day returns. Quince.com/dose. All right, we're back. We got the whole squad ready to roll. Arian, I don't know if you've been watching online, but our golf matches have come out. The first two rounds that we played together at the Ryder Cup.
Saw the first one. Haven't seen the second one yet.
The second one, since it's out, we can talk about it. It's a tough look for your boy PFT. I played like dog shit the second round. The first round, both me and Arian played awesome.
That's true.
But credit to Dave and Jersey Jerry for fighting back at the end. We missed a couple big putts, and they almost beat us, but we ended up holding off. But yeah,
they almost tied us.
They didn't almost beat us. They almost tied us. Yeah. And Aaron and I thought we played really, really good for the first 7 holes. They made a couple really long putts to keep the score within striking distance. And then at the end, we had to hold them off. But I was very happy with both our games that first round. But the second round that we played against Beef and Riggs, there's no more stressful format in golf than alternate shot, especially if you're a guy like me and you suck at golf and you're teamed up with somebody who's really good at golf like Arian, because I was just constantly putting him in the shitter and fucking up every good thing that he did for our team. So that was a tough round to get through. That round was on me.
No, I mean, it's part of it. I like that format because it puts you in like challenging positions. And there was a couple shots I wish I could have back. Like I don't remember which hole it was. I think it was either maybe number 2 or something like that, where it was a long par 5 and you went right on the other fairway.
Yeah.
And I wanted to take like a 6-iron, and I'm 3 inches away from that bitch hitting the green perfectly exactly how I wanted. It just clipped the leaf and fell down. Couple shots like that, I feel like, we could have had back. My driver was not showing up either, so it's all good, man. It's all good.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a good time. And then there's gonna be more videos that come out later. But those were the 2 rounds that we got to play together. I thought we made a pretty good team overall.
Yeah, man. It was fun riding in the cart with you. I don't know that did they keep the Hitler joke in there?
Probably not. What was that? I forgot what it was.
He said something about I think I said something like I killed that bunker shot, and you said something about Hitler. It was fun. I don't know exactly how it went.
Oh yeah,
something like that.
I don't know if they kept that in there or not. I'll have to go back and look at the full videos, but it was fun playing with you. And I mean, I think we were like the only group that got a point in that first round, right?
I think so. Yeah, it was a tough look for everybody.
Yeah. So
that was the thing about it. I don't understand how they picked the team. It was like why did they do that like that? Who was our captain?
The draft was Whitney.
Whitney. He didn't pick a very good. I don't think he did well at picking captain or picking teams.
He would probably agree with you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he picked a lot of his podcast buddies.
Yeah, the homies.
And to Whitney's credit, they're all very good at golf. Like, they're usually pretty strong golf. Like, Biz isn't that good, but Yandel's really good. Whitney's usually really good. I don't think anybody played great golf for those first 2 rounds. There's going to be a 3rd round coming out.
But you left it. That's what I'm saying. I'm sorry.
I was just going to say there's going to be a 3rd round coming out next week. So it's not over yet. And the people that are on the team, if anybody's capable of a comeback, I think we got a good squad.
True. But the thing is, like, okay, it's Barstool Writers Cup. You have a Barstool podcast that does nothing but golf,
mm-hmm.
and you don't pick any of the golf guys.
Yep.
Sus.
Yeah, it was an interesting strategy by Whit, but it was fun. My back was completely fucked up for those rounds.
Yeah, how is your back?
It's doing great. Thank you for asking. I've been doing physical therapy, and I had acupuncture a while ago. I still need to get an MRI. If you have a bad back, it's like impossible to get an MRI. You have to do like physical therapy for a year before they let you in. And even still, sometimes you can't get that imaging done. So I don't know exactly what's wrong. I think it's a herniated disc, but it's been pretty good for the last 2 months or so. I think the acupuncture helped.
Could be, but core is very important to your back issues. You know, I don't know do you know I had a L5S1?
Yeah,
I had herniated disc. Yeah, and so though that MRI is the worst MRI because you got to go all the way in.
It's loud.
And it's loud, and you're in there for like an hour and some change, and it's just the worst. And I'm claustrophobic, and so it's just the worst.
Yeah, you pretty much get locked up in a coffin, and the coffin's also very annoying.
Coffin's loud.
Yeah, it's a loud coffin that you have to lay down and not move for a while. So, but I do want to get the MRI done so I can know exactly what's going wrong. I think that would be a good step in the right direction. Big T, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing great. I enjoyed your take on Tennessee, Georgia on Tuesday's show, and I think you were right that if you're going to lose, that was an encouraging loss that you had.
Yeah.
Now
it sucks.
Now that said, I got a question for you about Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
Are you feeling less confident about your chances against Alabama now that Alabama doesn't look like complete dog shit anymore?
We've got like 5 games before we play Alabama. That's not even on my radar.
Okay, because you were thinking about how bad you were going to beat Alabama when Florida State beat them.
I'm concerned with the University of Alabama, Birmingham this week.
Okay, that's the one that you're on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Want to know, Big T.
Yeah.
Want to know.
What about Mississippi State? Have you thought about Brandon Walker?
Tough road environment.
Are you going to do any sort of mayor's bet with Brandon Walker?
No.
Just no?
No.
Okay.
I don't do that kind of thing.
Yeah. All right. Good game. Fuck me.
Yeah.
All right. Good game. Fuck me.
So what else we got going on this week? What are you up to, Big T? You teed off about anything? I didn't ask you on Tuesday.
Not really. Yeah, not that I can recall.
Okay. I do have an update with my scam.
Which is that you got scammed.
I got scammed.
Yeah.
I went home, took a picture of it, felt it, looked at it. The dent and scratch is exactly the same. Exactly the same. That guy, and also I looked at my my Venmo transaction record. I actually paid $250.
Bro, what the fuck?
He asked me for $200, and then he said, like, if you want to tip, we can tip.
No, he said $150. You gave him $200. You thought.
Okay, well, I looked at the records. It was $250 total. He had asked me for $200, and then I gave him $50 on top of that.
Got it.
Car's exactly the same. You know what? Sometimes you got to take your hat off.
Yeah.
I lost this one. You can't win them all. I got.
Can't get fooled again.
Can't get fooled again. As Arian, he dropped a meme in the chat, which was, yeah, I got, but I'm going to end up getting people more than they get me.
I'm going to get mine more than I get got.
From Marshawn Lynch, which is, it's poetry.
All time quotable.
So, yeah, I'm an idiot. I got to have my head on a swivel. I thought that I did. This guy, he was good. Like this guy, he should be in sales somewhere because he was excellent at closing me. But I still feel like a fucking idiot for falling for it. But we'll learn from this, make some improvements, and we'll move on. Aaron, what are you up to?
Man, yesterday I shot at 82, and on the first hole of the day I had a triple.
Okay.
But here's the shitty part about that triple. Hit a great tee shot, fairway. I was probably like 10. No, I wouldn't even say 10, dog. I was probably like 3 feet short of the green on my approach shot, and the flag was close. So the flag was literally around 10 feet from me, right? And it was uphill, but I was like on the fringe. And so when I was by a sprinkler head, I probably should have got relief, but I was like, fuck it. And so I kind of like just tried to like bang it off, and it just hit. It just the way you can flush a putter like that, it just pissed me off. So I flushed it, and it went like 15 feet past the hole. And then it's a downhill, and the greens were like running really fast. And so I like 3-putted from there. And so I ended up getting a 7, which shitty way to start the day, but I balled the rest of the day. Like I said, shot at 82. I think I went on like a 6 or 7 par run, which was really dope.
Yeah.
Had some great shots. But then at the end of the day, shot at 82. All preventable. I could have broke 80. I wasn't mad because I'm playing so well, but I was like, it was little shit, man. Just little shit.
That's still a good score.
It's a good score, man.
Yeah, you should be proud of that.
Yeah, it's all good. Life goes on.
Yeah. I got to get back out there. I have a match against Hank coming up soon for $4,000.
Y'all playing, was it match play, stroke play?
Well, we're going to play match play, but Hank owes me $8,000 because I beat him in a long drive competition. And now he's trying to make that back for me. And one of the ways he's trying to make it back, because I'm not making him pay yet. That's a lot of money. But we're going to put $5,000 on the line. I don't owe him anything if he beats me, but if I beat him, he owes me $5,000.
So you're wiping the 8 completely clean.
He's also putting together parlays for me every weekend called the I'm Sarlays, where he's putting $500 in a parlay that would pay out $8,000 if it hits. And then all that money goes to me. Those haven't hit yet.
Got it.
So he's trying to figure out different ways to work his way out of this. He's basically my indentured servant right now.
Great.
Yeah. So we're trying to figure that out. I got to get back out there and start playing some more golf because when Hank and I get together, it's always a good match. It's always competitive.
Now, as I recall, you had an incident where your laundry was stolen off your front porch.
Yes.
So it's clear you don't like to do it. Why don't you just have Hank do your laundry forever?
That's not a bad idea.
And then make sure he can just deliver it to the office to ensure that it's not stolen off your porch.
If I beat Hank, then that's going to be the next option that I give him. Like, you can work this off.
For how long?
How
long is $5,000 worth of laundry?
I mean, it's a long time. That's a very long time. But I would say maybe through the winter.
Through the winter?
Yeah.
You just said it was a long time.
Yeah, but I mean, it's emasculating
That's
for Hank
years.
to do another man's laundry.
Yeah, it is. It's better than paying $5,000.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. We'll have to think about that. But I feel like that's a fair offer. Like through the winter, got the heavy coats,
A year
the
minimum.
jeans, the pants, the sweaters, all that stuff, the hoodies, jumpsuit January. That's the thing. Jumpsuit January takes up a shitload of space with laundry.
It's got to be a year.
Maybe a year. I think Hank would just pay me. I know he's got the money, but I don't want to ask him
I'd rather pay.
for a check. Yeah. Then do another man's laundry?
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll have to think about that. Because also I'm not sure I'm comfortable with giving Hank my laundry.
You don't know what's going on over there?
I don't know what's going on there, and Hank's a dude, and dudes suck at doing laundry.
I didn't want to mention that, but that was the first thought I had.
Guys are not good at laundry.
No.
We don't understand the rules.
I think he might hurt the quality of your clothing.
Yeah, we don't understand. It's like, oh, you can't wash this with that. Oh, you dried my jeans?
Right.
Well, now they don't fit.
And I don't mean to put this on Hank, but I don't know if he's going to separate whites and darks.
My understanding was you don't have to do that anymore. Is that wrong?
I still do.
I do not do that. I don't think it matters.
I think it does matter if it's like a new sweater or like a new shirt that might
Yes.
be red.
Yes, definitely.
Sure,
Like
but
a-
like just general, like if it's black or blue.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it's not gonna like run together like in a TV show and turn your underwear pink or something. But
Yeah.
I think it keeps your whites whiter.
Okay, they get less dingy.
Yeah.
And less faded.
I don't know if Hank abides by the rules.
I guarantee he does not.
But sneaky though, Hank has like a lot of really nice clothes though.
Hank abides by the rules of like I'm gonna take whatever's closest to my laundry machine and just put it in there, and just wad it up, and throw it in. But yeah, that's something to remember. If he does agree to do laundry, I will not give him any new shirts that I own. Some quick follow up. I know that during the episode on Tuesday, the Jayden Daniels news broke about him being injured. Not injured, but hurt. I just want to reiterate, I don't think he should play this weekend. I'm advocating to sit Jayden Daniels. Then we got the Falcons afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be okay with sitting him for both those games.
That's probably the right call.
Because then we got Mariota going up against the Raiders, Mariota going up against the Falcons, both teams that he played for. And also Mariota looked really good when he got in last year. So just let the young man heal up.
Revenge games.
Revenge games for sure.
Where were you for the Marcus Mariota revenge tour?
I mean, he's a pretty good backup, I would say.
He's serviceable.
Yeah, I would much rather have Marcus Mariota than Jake Browning.
Jake Browning seems to play pretty well every time I see him play.
Yeah, I mean, he has won some games. He also threw 3 picks just this last week.
That didn't cross my desk.
But it's very funny what the Bengals are doing because they had Jake Browning. They had Brett Rippon, who I believe might have been on the practice squad at some point. And then they went out there, they got Sean Clifford, and they said, we need another Sean Clifford, so they got Mike White. So they've got 4 of the exact same quarterback.
What is the ratio of Heisman winning quarterbacks who become like stars versus career backups?
Great question. Let's talk about it.
So Lamar, great. Baker,
pretty good.
Pretty good.
Pretty damn good.
But
then when you've got Jameis Winston,
backup.
Marcus Mariota, backup.
Who else we got right now? Kyler,
Jayden and Caleb.
Jayden, good. Caleb, no.
You
Bryce
talking about?
Young.
You said stars in college? Is that what you said?
No, Heisman winners. How many of them become stars? Quarterbacks specifically become stars in the NFL versus career backups? Because it seems like it's about 50.
Was Bryce Young? Did he win the Heisman?
Yeah.
He did.
Yep.
Not good.
Devontae Smith.
Good,
Yeah.
but he's not a quarterback.
Oh, Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray,
He's on the cusp.
of goodish against bad teams.
He's fine.
Yeah, he's all right.
Not a backup, I guess. But it seems
Jameis.
like you got about a 50-50 shot of either being very good or not even starting.
Yeah.
Tebow,
Awesome
for 1 year.
for 1 year.
One game, right?
I just enjoyed Tebow Mania.
Jameis.
Yep.
We said him.
Oh, sorry. RG3.
Yeah, not
Complicated situation.
it's complicated. Also, he was a backup for a long time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Cleveland Brown.
And Baltimore.
Sam Bradford.
Sam Bradford.
Good.
Now Sam Bradford,
He was a good player.
he had an interesting career because that dude was traded for so many draft picks over the years. It's like every year another team would trade like a first or a second rounder for Sam Bradford. It was wild.
Troy Smith. Never even heard of him.
Not good.
No.
Matt Leinart.
Matt Leinart
Fringe.
got hurt.
Jason White.
Bad.
Couldn't tell you whatever happened to Jason White.
He
in the
went
NFL.
undrafted?
Yeah.
Jason
And he
White.
won the Heisman?
Did he
Oklahoma.
Did he become a dentist or am I thinking about somebody else? That might have been the dude from LSU.
LSU.
Yeah, was it Mock?
Matty Mock. Matt
Yeah.
Mock.
One of those guys became a dentist, I think. Jason White might have been pharmaceutical sales. Career after football, let's see.
Ooh, Charlie Ward.
Charlie Ward, yeah.
One of the greatest athletes of all time.
You could make the argument, yeah, top 5 American athlete, Charlie Ward. Heisman Trophy winner, and then had, what, a 9-year, 10-year Long NBA career.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he got drafted in the first round, right, by the Knicks.
I don't know what he got drafted, but he balled.
Yeah, great athlete, awesome athlete. By the way, on today's show, we're going to talk about reincarnation a little bit, and I did not know how fascinated I was going to become with reincarnation. It's crazy.
Can't wait.
It's crazy, but we can get into it in a little bit. But before we do, let's dive into Big T's news of the day. Big T, I saw this one article that you sent over. It was written by Dante, fellow member of the Critical Thinking group chat.
To be fair, this was reported other places before Dante did it. I just put Dante's in there.
I thought this was his original sourcing.
No.
Okay.
This has been reported elsewhere.
Okay, so there is a meteor that we have found. And by we, I mean...
Some guy in Panama.
A guy in Panama has found a meteor. And the meteor appears to have something growing out of it.
Like an alien type deal.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Is this... I guess it's a meteorite because it's small.
Sure.
It's about the size of a potato, about the shape of a potato. Is this meteorite a potato?
Entirely possible.
I think it might be a potato, because if you've ever left a potato out and it starts sprouting.
But did you watch the videos?
I did not watch every video, no.
Like, the thing coming out of it is moving.
Okay. All right, so it's underneath some sort of, it looks like a cake dish.
Yeah.
That it's inside of. And the thing's wiggling around in there.
Look at that.
Yeah, it's moving. Couldn't this be something that comes out of a potato, though?
Could be. I don't know. I just send the links, brother.
And it grew so big that it outgrew the glass container that it was kept inside of.
Yeah, here's what the Daily Mail said. A man claims to have found an alien-like species within a meteorite, causing a stir on social media. The individual, who identifies himself as Kin online, said he discovered a small silver-colored space rock in a fiery crater in Panama on August 29th. Since then, he shared a series of videos on TikTok showing what he described as the meteorite burning leaves on contact and an unruly tentacled organism sprouting from within it. A week after his initial post, he claimed the crater, quote, shines at night, sharing footage of the dark site glowing mysteriously.
Okay, now I have found there's one guy, goes by Skywatch Signal, says meteorite alien debunked. I've been asked to share this here. This is the most plausible explanation. I don't know if Skywatch Signal came up with this explanation or if he took it. No, it looks like he took it from a scientist who wrote about it. It says wild videos are appearing showing what appears to be a black viscous substance growing from a supposed meteorite fragment in Panama. The clips have millions of views. People are genuinely convinced they're watching alien life emerge. Sorry to break this to you guys, but what it actually is, polydimethylsiloxane, PDMS, or just silicone polymer, the same stuff used in implants, cookware, and various industrial applications, and a little bit of hexane, which is a common organic solvent. The alien wiggling movement is caused by something called swelling-induced snapping motion, which happens when PDMS absorbs hexane and swells. As the hexane evaporates or redistributes different parts of the PDMS contact at different rates, it contracts at different rates. This creates sudden snapping movements that look organic and alive. The irregular timing makes it appear like the substance is breathing or reaching. PDMS has a flesh-like texture and appearance, and the swelling, contracting mimics muscle movement, and the black color adds to the alien aesthetic. Don't know if this guy's actually a scientist or just a guy that claims to be one online that wrote that, but it sounds plausible. I actually also think it just might be a potato. I think it might be a potato that's sprouting and maybe rotten, or maybe there's a parasite that got inside of it. Odds on are it's just a garden potato.
Nobody's ever seen that come out of a potato, though.
Yeah,
I don't think it's an alien either, but I don't think it's a potato.
I've seen some weird shit come out of a potato before. Like, I've left a potato for probably a couple months when I was in college one time. I went home for summer break, came back to my apartment, forgot that there was a potato inside the pantry. And I also think that there's something that might be deadly if you leave like enough potatoes in a confined space. I think it might emit some sort of gas that could kill you.
Yeah, you can't eat it. I know you can't eat it when they start sprouting. That's toxic.
Yeah. Let's see. Potato poison left in pantry. Let's see what that comes up with. Yeah, rotting potatoes. If you leave them in a cellar, it creates some sort of toxic gas that can kill you. People have died.
That's a shitty way to go out. A potato got you.
Yeah. Yeah, killed by a potato? Fuck that. I had a friend that put me on to this Reddit subreddit that I've become very interested in. It's called Oops, That's Deadly. And it's just people that like post pictures online like, look what I found in my backyard. And it's some sort of snake that will kill you with like half a bite, and they're like picking it up. Or people that pick up the blue ring octopuses, and they're like, look what I found at the beach. Look at this cute little guy. And if that octopus stings you or bites you or whatever, you're dead because it's got like the most deadly toxin. But it's also taught me a lot about different types of mold that people find around their houses. Apparently mold is extremely dangerous, way more dangerous than I thought that it was.
Yeah, especially I think like in humid climates, right?
Yeah, if you get like black mold and you breathe that in for a while, that can kill you. Also educated me. This is one thing that guys, I'm assuming there are a lot of guys that listen to the show. I know that you might not be great at laundry, as we've discussed, but clean out your lint traps in your dryers, because people are always like, yeah, those can start fires, burn your house down. A lot of people might not even know that their laundry has a lint trap inside of it. Like, did you know when you got your first dryer, Big T, did you know that there was a lint trap that you had to clean out?
Yes.
Arian, did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Didn't do
When
it
I
as
was-
often as you're probably supposed to.
Yeah.
But I was aware it was there.
When I was younger, I was tasked. My mom would always make me clean the lint trap out when for the family. So I was always the one. It was kind of fun.
Oh, you liked it?
Man, yeah. You get to scrape off the lint. It was, yeah. I guess as exciting as you can when you're doing that.
It does have a similar satisfaction to like a power washing video game. You watch
Ooh, do they
something
have-
become wiped clean.
Yeah.
Is there lint removal videos?
I wouldn't imagine so, but I've seen weirder. They're supposed to be coming out with a second power washing game soon.
Like an upgraded version?
Yeah, like
How'd you-
Say-
how'd you
like
beat
same
the first
studio?
one?
like new maps. Yeah,
Oh, I love that.
yeah.
What would you like to see in the updated release?
I mean, I've done it all. I just need when I get bored of playing MLB or NCAA or whatever, I just go power wash, and I've done every map on the game, so I just do the same one over and over now, and I'm so efficient at it. I've got to have a record. I've done the skate
Okay.
park on power wash no fewer than 150 times.
We got to get you a new map.
Yeah, they're supposed to be
They
coming out.
have, I've looked. They have lint removal videos, but they're more extreme. You know the little foil tube that's connected to the wall.
Yeah,
They disconnect that, and it's like anaconda size.
I've seen those. Yeah.
Yeah, lint removal. I actually had to have that done. I didn't know why my dryer wasn't working, and so I called the guy, and my shit was all backed up.
I thought you meant video games. I've seen those videos.
Oh no, no, nah.
What other simulators do they need to come out with that they don't have yet?
Podcaster.
Podcaster simulator?
Yeah.
Like, do you actually have to sit down and do a pod, or you
No,
control
no.
it on the control?
No, because you
on the
can just
keyboard?
do that. That's just doing the job. You do it on the game.
Is this keyboard and mouse, or is it console?
I exclusively play games on a console, so but whatever you want.
Like, press A to do an ad read,
Yeah.
press B to start a beef with
Or
a guy
like-
that has 99% of the exact same opinions as you,
Or
that
like
sort of thing.
these two companies want to advertise, you've got to pick which one, and then you get your currency up, and then you can go buy new equipment.
I got that. Yeah, that's not
I
bad.
actually think there's something here.
Hold down Y to have Benjamin Netanyahu on the show. Hold down B to decline.
Issue apology.
Yeah. X issue apology.
Notes app.
Yeah. Press down on the D-pad if you would like to do a show that's just you reacting to another show.
Those are big.
Those are huge. Are we at the point now where we're getting videos of like X reacts to X reacts
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, that was.
On TikTok, I see a reaction to a reaction all the time.
I do like the videos where it's like this person hearing this song for the first time.
Yeah,
I
those
love
are
those.
good.
Those
I
are
love
always
those.
very wholesome.
This may exist. I don't know. Is there a judge simulator video game?
Ooh.
I would love that because I'm big on, as I said a week or two ago, I'm big on watching that Houston Judge's YouTube videos right now.
Would you be stern or would you be nice, Judge?
It's a case-by-case basis. I mean, if you're on your 8th bond violation, like, yeah, I can't let you go.
Mm-hmm.
You clearly have no respect for the public. There is a judge simulator on Steam, it seems.
You got to get that, Big T.
Things were worse than ever in Banana Republic, a somber island country. While anarchists roamed the streets, corruption was running deeper due to economic crises and rising crime rates. Bearing these burdens were judges who tried to make things right with honesty.
The judges saved the day.
So this is like only on computer, right? Steam?
Yeah, Steam is it's like a little. I don't know what exactly. What? How did you categorize it?
Like
it just has a whole bunch of
a
games
marketplace.
You could download. No, yeah, no, I know. That's all I play is computer games. I don't play console anymore.
Could I do this on my laptop?
Not Mac, I don't think. I think it has to be PC. I could be wrong about that though, but I think maybe. I don't know.
I feel like this game can't take up like crazy bandwidth or anything.
Depends on how big the streets of the Banana Republic are.
It looks like a very rudimentary game.
Well, so you start out as a judge in Banana Republic, but then can you get transferred? Can you get like dual citizenship?
It seems like that might be the only place in the game.
Okay, so but you can turn Banana Republic into like the best country on earth.
Right.
If one man is wise enough.
Yes.
Please, will you promise to download that?
If I can, let me look into it.
Yeah.
It's only a year old.
I would love to. Judge Simulator would be a good one. I know they've got farmer simulators, right? They got trucker simulators.
I did the farming sim for a little while. It's just too much work. I
What do
mean,
you mean?
you are running a farm.
Like playing a video game about being a farmer is,
Dude,
it may be harder than being a farmer.
brother, you have to be on top of your stuff. You know who's huge into that game is AJ Dillon.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah, he streams himself playing farming sim
That's
a
awesome.
lot.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know they got train simulator. They got trucking simulator. What was that look, Aaron?
You said they had. What was the first one you said?
Train.
Train. Got you.
What'd you think I said?
I thought you said Trans Simulator.
Oh, no. They probably have one of those. I don't know. Like construction simulator. Probably have that.
What about like build? That's what you just said.
Yeah, like construct. Like you
Yeah,
have
I was
to
gonna say
build a
building.
build a bridge.
We need to bring back Roller Coaster Tycoon.
That was
Has
a fun game.
Has that been released in the last 10 years?
I'm sure that they got something like that out there.
That might be my next one.
My all-time favorite game, aside from Valorant, is Mike Tyson's Punch-Out.
Brandon's huge into that as well.
It's just such a flawless game. It's amazing.
You should have told me that before the National Sports Collector Convention. There was one booth that had just a ton of 8x10s of Mike Tyson's Punch-Out signed by Tyson.
That would be lit. Lil Mac.
Yeah.
Yeah, Little Mac.
It's where I got my Mike Tyson Donald Trump signed photo.
I'm so happy for you.
Do they have commuter simulator?
It wouldn't shock me.
Like riding in a taxi simulator?
Listen, you're joking. I've seen some of the most mundane, rudimentary games on there. If you just go search simulator on the PlayStation Store, it'll show you every one they've got.
Do they have umpire simulator?
No, but that'd be fun. Although, well, I don't want to disparage that kid.
Oh yeah.
But have you seen? I sent you some more videos.
Yeah.
He's ruined the umpiring community for me.
There's a kid that goes to ball games. I think he's a Cardinals fan, right?
I'm not sure.
And he stands in the seats and he wears like full kit umpire gear.
I don't even know where you can get that. It's like MLB umpire.
Yeah, he looks like an umpire, and then he calls all the strikes, all the balls, and he does all the mannerisms that an umpire does. And they always show. He's always on TV when he's at the games. But an umpire simulator, I actually think that might be a fun game.
I do enjoy their TikTok videos where it's like how many of these pitches are strikes.
Yeah,
And it gives you full speed like pitches, and you got to call them. I do like that.
yeah, that would kind of rock.
So I feel like it would be a fun game.
There is a
So hold on, you don't like? Okay, I'm looking it up. You don't like this kid?
I respect his passion, and I love that he loves baseball. I do think the bit goes a little too far.
Hold on, they don't make him go sit in the seat. He just gets to.
That's the thing. He's like in these expensive seats in the aisle yelling after every pitch. Listen, if nobody around him was bothered, then by all means.
I don't know that it would. I don't know that it would bother me, but yeah, sit your ass down.
I did start. I found a video game. It's called The Ump Show, and you have an integrity bar.
Love that.
Make accurate calls to earn integrity. If your integrity meter reaches 0, the game is over. Okay, let's do a speed mini game. I'm going to do a speed mini game. Starting.
I'm playing as well.
That looked like it was a strike. Wrong call. Low. That's a ball
integrity.
inside. Wrong. That was a ball. That's a strike. Correct call. Okay. I'm 1 for 3. I think that was a strike. No, I'm bad. I'm a bad umpire.
That's clearly a strike. Nailed it.
Yeah, no, my integrity meter is bad right now. It's really bad, guys. I would be an awful ump. I do know that they also have Referee Magazine, which I would like to subscribe to. It's a monthly magazine where they just talk about all the different things that refs go through, like whistle reviews. Now, I do think that being a behind-the-plate umpire in baseball is probably the hardest job that you can have.
Everybody's mad at you all the time.
Yeah, the pitches are coming in so fast that, like, good luck trying to be as accurate as a robot. They expect you to be perfect. By the way, I'm really good. I'm on a 8-pitch streak right now.
Me too.
So
I'm murdering this game.
I've gotten really good at umpire
Where's
simulator.
Where's this game? I want to do this in the background.
TheUmpShow.com.
Yeah, TheUmpShow.com. It's it looks like it's kind of a one-trick pony, where it's just a bunch of. There's really no variation to the game. I would like side question challenges, like you have to roll the ball up to the mound in between innings, make it stop on the mound. You have to throw the ball
it's
to the
going
pitcher.
so fast now.
Yeah. It's tough. Does it say the simulated miles per hour?
It's going too fast for me to even check. You have like 1 second after the pitch to do it. I'm on a 15 streak. Correct.
See, I would like umpire simulator where you can also eject managers for arguing with you. You can like huddle up if you think that your first base umpire screwed something up. You can appeal to him on a check swing. I want like a full simulator for this.
I'm 4 for 4 off the rip.
Football referee simulator would be fun too. If it's
5
like
for 5.
a high fidelity video
6 for
game
6
and
walk.
you have to be like offsides, holding, got to call holding, targeting, kick a guy out.
Oh, they fucked me on that one.
I finally lost
bad.
all my integrity once it started going crazy fast. It's a good game.
It's a very good game. We'll get back to macrodosing in a second. It's brought to you by Kraken. If you're going to trade crypto, you should do it right. No sketchy platforms, no sketchier customer support. That's why we only trust Kraken. Kraken lets you buy, sell, and swap over 300 cryptos without the lag, the crashes, or the clownery. If you're buying crypto manually, that's old school. Recurring buys let you automate your investment so you stack sats without even thinking about it. DCA done right. You can buy more when prices dip, buy less when they spike. You can also link your bank in minutes. Set it, forget it, let that portfolio grow. And Kraken Pay has instant crypto payments. No more excuses. Whether you're covering a lost bet, splitting the tab after a night out, or if you're sending funds for the next adventure, Kraken Pay lets you move money instantly with zero fees, no banks holding things up. And refer your friends. Kraken will hook you up with up to $200 in USDG just for spreading the love. So quit waiting. Head to kraken.com/barstool. Not investment advice. Crypto trading involves risk of loss is offered to U.S. customers, excluding Washington, New York, and Maine, through Payward Interactive Incorporated. Macrodosing is also brought to you by Fox One, where you can stream your favorite live sports so you never miss those "Did you see that" moments. That means Fox NFL Sundays, college football Saturdays, MLB postseason, all in one place. Fox One is built for live, edge-of-your-seat plays, jaw-dropping highlights, the kind of moments that make you shout in your living room like you're at the stadium. It's sports, it's news, it's entertainment, and it's all streaming live. Check it out on Fox One, whether you're sweating your fantasy matchup, if you're tracking a parlay, or just riding the chaos live as it happens. Start your 7-day free trial today. Offers are subject to change. Go to Fox One for complete terms and conditions. That is Fox One.
Juvenile said on a podcast.
I know who that
Juvenile.
is, but why don't you tell everyone else?
Wait, you don't know who
Gotcha.
Juvenile is?
I
No, he don't know
clearly
who
said I
Juvenile
do.
is. You will. When I say this, you will know. He made the song. You would know it from like back that ass up. There's a big fine woman. Won't you back?
I
that
have
ass
heard
up?
that a time or two.
Oh, who was you playing with? Back that.
So this guy's
Now,
definitely like
after you
50.
Back it up, then stop. And what?
Drop
Drop
it
it like
like
it's hot. Yeah, people age, man. It happens. Keep waking up. It'll happen to you. But look, he's on a podcast, and he said, "Hey, Shabuzi, because you know, you never know shot of whiskey. All the boys at the bar." That's a remix from Jaquan. I said Jaquan. What was his name? Yeah, I think it's Jaquan. So that was a remix from a early 2000s hip hop song. And so Juvenile said you should remix Back That Ass Up, and Shabuzi retweeted it and said done. I'm looking out for that motherfucker.
Yeah, that's going to be awesome.
That's gonna slap.
Because, I mean, Back That Ass Up is one of the best songs. I'd say one of the best songs of all
Classic.
time.
Classic.
You working with some ass, yeah. You bad, yeah.
Does this guy have any other songs that I would know? Or
That you would know.
Make him say,
That was Master P.
Wasn't Juvenile in that?
Was he?
I might be
I
wrong.
don't know that he was.
They're No Limit Family.
I don't know that you would know. He was like the start of the Hot Boys. So Lil Wayne, that's where Lil Wayne got his first start. So him, BG, Turk, they started the Hot Boys.
Was Manny Fresh
I don't know.
or Bird?
Yeah, he was around. He was their producer.
And yeah, Manny Fresh, but I don't think he was ever in the Hot Boys, right?
oh, Set It
No,
Off.
he was like
I've
this.
heard.
You heard Set It Off?
I
Okay.
think so.
Okay, yeah.
Slow motion
Yeah.
for me.
One of the GOATs, man. New Orleans legend.
They also, that was a great era in album covers.
That Cash Money,
The Cash Money records, yeah.
everything's all black. That was like my first introduction to, I guess, the vernacular of black folks being commercialized when Bling Bling came out.
Uh-huh.
And they added it like after some years, of course, but they added that to it. It's a real term now. It's like it's recognized as a real word,
Yeah.
which is dope.
Big T, you also sent over a video with DaBaby.
I did.
Okay.
DaBaby.
DaBaby, no context from Big T got added to today's list of things to talk about.
Yeah, well,
Can
you've got to
provide
just watch it.
What's the context?
Have you not seen it?
I'm watching the video right now.
Oh, watch it.
So,
Just take your time. Take your time. Watch the whole thing. You gotta watch the whole thing.
okay.
You can fast forward to probably halfway through.
Yeah, I
it.
was going to. So it appears to be some sort of a reenactment of the Ukrainian lady on the train that got stabbed in the throat,
That's correct.
and DaBaby is playing the guy that stabbed her in the throat.
No, he is a bystander.
He's a bystander. Okay, there's somebody else. Oh, I see now. Now DaBaby is following the assailant out of the train.
Oh, did you miss where he stopped him? You must have fast forwarded too far.
Oh, he's just. Oh, I got it. Okay, I thought it was a freeze frame in midair. No, DaBaby reached out, grabbed him by the hand, stopped the assault,
Correct.
walked him off the train. The young lady went home, and then they all hung out together afterwards. Maybe broke bread.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's giving The Kendall Jenner Pepsi commercial?
Yes.
I hate that I just said it's giving, but whatever.
This is crazy, DaBaby. And also, somebody pointed out in the comments that when he reaches out and grabs DaBaby's hand, he made sure to use the wrist that had his really nice watch on it. That got into the frame.
Well, if you got to use one of them.
Yeah, I mean, if you're thinking about doing any sort of video about any sort of current event, just don't do that thing.
Well, okay, look, I don't think it was executed the best, but if you listen to the words in the song,
yeah,
what he was saying is like you can't. The song's about like yo, you can't save everybody. Some people are irredeemable. I mean, like you can't save everybody. He's saying I might be one of those people like you just can't save, and so don't. I mean, I don't know about using this event. Like it's not executed very well, but the song itself is I thought had a good message in it. But yeah, just not executed very well.
Is that a good message though?
Yeah.
I don't know that I disagree with it. Why is it good?
Well, when you say good, what do you mean?
Like you're saying it's a good message. Like some people are beyond redemption. Like why is that good?
Well, so when you say good, I think we're using it in a different context. I don't mean good like good versus evil. I mean good like he's artistically expressing how he feels that he can't be saved and he's a troubled soul. So it's like it's a good artistic expression of him struggling with his personal issues.
Okay. But you wouldn't say that's a message that like is good to distribute necessarily.
That's absolutely, it's a great message to distribute.
Well, see, that's where I'm confused. Like I get you saying like he feels this, he's expressing it. I understand, but you think the message is like is positive.
No, I don't think it's positive. I think it's a message.
Okay.
I don't think art should only have a net positive emotional reaction.
Well, no, I didn't say that, but it just sounded to me like you thought when you said a good message, that sounded to me like you think it's like a good thing.
That I think it's good that he's not savable.
Or that he is purporting that, I guess.
No, I think it's good that he can express it. Like
okay.
Yeah. I think that's what art is though. I think art should be your raw emotions. DMX had this interview one time and he said I'm paraphrasing. He's like what if you don't want to make a song about being happy? You know, sometimes I'm happy. Sometimes I want to throw on a song. I don't feel like shit. So that's what I want to do. Throw on a song. I don't feel like shit. Yeah, DMX. Hell yeah.
Yeah, he's right.
Sometimes you don't feel like that. That's what art is, man.
I realized that a lot of misunderstandings in America come from not having a full comprehension of somebody else's lore that goes into it. Right?
Elaborate.
So the other
like lore,
yeah, like why somebody is producing this type of song, why somebody is producing this type of art. You don't have like a full picture. The example that I'll give was I was watching this like 2 weeks ago. It was Bill O'Reilly versus Ludacris.
What a duo!
Because they had beef for a long time. Now I think they're on good terms. They might be. I don't know if they've had a falling out since then, but they came to an understanding. Bill O'Reilly would attack Ludacris for his rap lyrics, and Ludacris would reply to Bill O'Reilly in more songs that he would make, and then add in little jabs at Bill O'Reilly on his own platform, which were his albums at the time. And Bill O'Reilly had a fundamental misunderstanding of where Ludacris was coming from when he was either rapping about something violent or rapping about women. He did not understand the artistic expression that Ludacris was trying to convey. He wasn't like, Luda wasn't out there advocating for gang violence and gun violence. He was talking about gang violence and gun violence. And he didn't understand it until Luda was like, hey, you also, Bill O'Reilly, you wrote some things in the past that were about, like he was an author beforehand, like a fiction author that wrote violent novels. And it's like, what's the difference between writing violent lyrics and then writing a story with a violent character in it? Now, yeah, some artists also like live their lyrics, which we've seen a few times in very recent memory, but that doesn't mean that that's what they're talking about. They could just be talking about characters that they're coming up with, or they could be talking about things that have happened that they've heard about and they're expressing it. And then once Bill O'Reilly kind of found out where Ludacris was coming from, wasn't a bad guy, then they kind of became copacetic.
In 2002, as Ludacris was becoming one of the most popular rappers in music, the future Too Fast, Too Furious actor, that's a hilarious moniker for him,
Yep.
appeared in Pepsi promotions. O'Reilly was outraged by the decision, urging his viewers to boycott the soda company if they didn't pull the ads. I'm calling for all responsible Americans to fight back and punish
First
Pepsi
cancel culture, Bill Riley. Huh?
for using a man who degrades women, who encourages substance abuse, and does all the things that hurt particularly the poor in our society. The pundits' comments worked. The beverage company stopped the ads and dropped Ludacris, citing consumer complaints about his profane and violent lyrics. The beef between O'Reilly and Luda continued in 2004 when, in his hit song Number One Spot, the performer referenced a sexual harassment lawsuit against the host, rapping, "Respected highly, hi Mr. O'Reilly, hope all is well, kiss the plaintiff and the wifey."
I had no idea that was to Bill O'Reilly, dog. Holy shit. I had no idea about this.
I think there's another lyric. Shout out to Bill O'Reilly. I'm going to throw you a curve. You mad because I'm a thief and got away with words.
I love your rap voice. It's
that's my Luda voice.
It's the same.
specific.
No, because it's the same for every rapper.
No, it's
Yes,
no,
it is.
it's not.
You have a very specific cadence and tone.
It's very 1980.
That was Ludacris right there. Oh no! About
That
to
was
punch
Obama
you.
right there.
Yeah, that's different from my Bone Thugs.
I'm telling you, they're all the
I'm
same.
gonna miss everybody.
They may sound different in your head.
7 a.m. woke in the morning, hen, caffeine, and green and nicotine. Good start to the day. Hen, caffeine, green, nicotine. That's all you need. Shout out. I think that was...
I'm so unaware about this beef.
Yeah.
Also, the hilarity of all rappers in that era, you pick Luda, one of the more docile lyrically.
Yeah.
And with content, and you pick him to fuck with.
Well,
that's hilarious.
Bill O'Reilly, he did that a few times. He was like a serial rap beef starter. He had a beef with Luda. He had a beef with Cameron, who went on his show and debated him. That was where the "you mad" came from.
Said, "You mad?"
Yeah.
You mad?
Yeah. Cameron kind of got him on that one. And then I think, didn't he also have a beef with Common?
There's no way. Not over rap lyrics.
Yeah, I think
Common is like a peaceful, bring the world together.
I'm pretty sure Bill O'Reilly had a beef with Common.
That means it's deeper than rap with him. If you pick it on Ludacris and Cameron, you got a point. It's some wild shit to say. Cameron and Common, you don't listen.
There is a 10-minute video on YouTube between Jon Stewart and Bill O'Reilly. The title is "Bill O'Reilly and Jon Stewart Argue Over Rapper Common." I'd have to go watch it, but
I'm going to predict that it's not a video that's going to make you smarter. It was Common. I think Common, let's see if I can remember my Obama era scandals correctly. I think in his first term,
none bigger than 10 suit.
Obama invited Common to the White House, and Bill O'Reilly hated it and said that he was having a hip-hop barbecue at the White House. And this is a man who degrades women with his lyrics. I think that's what it was. But yeah, you'd be hard-pressed to find a rapper who's more, I don't want to say non-degrading than Common. Chance the Rapper, also probably a guy that you would not put in that bucket.
Yeah.
You are correct. It was about Obama inviting him to the White House. In an appearance on Fox News, Comedy Central's Jon Stewart sparred with Fox host Bill O'Reilly over the recent invitation of rapper Common to the White House and accused the conservative-leaning cable network of being a, quote, selective outrage machine that petty fogs only when it suits the narrative that suits them. The Obama administration came under fire from the right last week after inviting Common to take part in a poetry reading at the White House. Conservatives took issue with the invitation because Common, a Grammy Award-winning hip-hop artist, has in some of his lyrics defended Black Panther member and convicted cop killer Assata Shakur.
Okay.
Oh, beautiful song, by the way.
So it was more about the defense of one individual.
O'Reilly argued that the White House should not be issuing invitations to people who were, quote, celebrating a cop killer.
Yeah, I remember this now.
But I'm not familiar with that song. I'm gonna
It's
baselessly
one
speculate that he was bringing light to what he thought was an unjust conviction.
Yes, and how, if I'm remembering it correctly, Assata Shakur was a part of the Black Panthers, and they had it out with the police. And the story goes, and I'm paraphrasing, but the police used to try to take the Black Panthers out, and so they started arming themselves and they started shooting back. And so when they shot back on this, there's like a turnpike in New Jersey, they killed a cop and then they fled. I think she's in Cuba right now. She's still alive, but he was bringing light to that situation. So that's you hear that a lot. I remember Tommy Lauren was debating who was it, Charlemagne?
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of right wingers think that the Black Panther Party was a terrorist organization, which is hilarious by all accounts. But so I think that was the origins of that. But the song, I don't remember what it's called. I was on the last song of his album, Like Water for Chocolate. Let me look it up real quick. Dope song.
Yeah, I just remember the hip hop barbecue that he had.
It's the second to last song, number 15, is called A Song for Assata.
I wonder if they ever squashed that beef. I think with Bill O'Reilly, he saw that he was getting some numbers. He was getting traction with the beef that he had with Luda, and so he was probably just looking for any rapper to start a beef with now.
Yeah, maybe.
Also, Big T in the news that you sent over. One of the best heists that I've seen in recent memory.
I am all for law and order. But if you commit a crime non-violently that is so funny and or cool, sometimes you deserve to get away with it.
Okay. All right. I'll hear you out. So what happened? Was this a Disney World?
Yeah. So this guy, so Disney Springs, which is like the shopping area at Disney World, has like a lagoon, I guess, in the middle of it.
Okay.
This guy was wearing a full scuba suit, swam up to a restaurant that's on the water.
It's called the Paddlefish Restaurant.
Yeah. And got up. You can't see it. He's in full scuba goggles, the whole deal. He spray paints all the security cameras black and took, I think they said, 20 grand and then dove back into the water and got away.
1,000% an inside job.
You think?
Oh, no question.
This is a restaurant?
Yeah.
To be able to know that there's a route in there to get in and out aquatically.
Yeah.
And then to have the wherewithal to know where all the security cameras are. It's 1,000%. An employee or ex-employee or something to do with with used to have been working there.
There's a couple things that make me agree with you, Arian. He knew where they counted the money, and he knew when they counted the money. And so he went up. It was after the restaurant was closed, and he had his scuba gear, swam up, went to the manager's office, told everybody to get in the corner, did not have a weapon or did not produce a weapon, told everyone to get into the corner, and then he stole the money, got back in the water, swam away. Also, this restaurant that he swam up to is a replica steamboat that he swam up to. Is that a robbery if you just go in, if you just walk in and you're like, hey, give me all that money?
Yeah, someone got charged with armed robbery even though they didn't have a gun because they slid over a note that said, I have a gun. And
I agree with that.
That was considered armed robbery.
But if you don't...
I think the standard is like if you make a reasonable person assume that you are robbing it, like you can be charged with robbery.
Okay, so if you come in after hours and you're just like, give me all the money that you're counting right now.
Correct.
then that counts.
Also, I did miss that he tied up a couple of employees. That changes things slightly.
Okay.
However, still kind of funny.
It's the fact that it was at Disney World too.
Yes, objectively
The
hilarious.
happiest place on earth.
I think they're all in on it. Hey,
The fact he had
Let-
to swim there.
let me slide by. I'll throw you 5 racks
Oh, you think that like the people that were in the store,
that were tied
in
up.
the restaurant? Yeah,
Interesting.
that'd be a great way to rob a bank. Not that anyone should.
Also, must
Best
not have
bank
been.
robber movie.
Best bank robbery movie.
Yeah.
I mean, there's.
I love heist movies. This is one of my favorite genres.
I want to be in a heist one day.
I don't FBI.
I don't know that you do.
How exhilarating would it be? Heist simulator.
Okay, now you're talking.
Now that could be much more entertaining.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you have to gather the crew. This is what I love about heist movies, right? You got to have your intel guy,
Mhm.
your communications guy. You have to have the lock picking guy.
Yep.
Right. You have to have the with the shits guy who's willing to go in there and the strong arm it, to muscle it. Though you gotta have a getaway driver,
Mm-hmm.
right? You have to corral these dudes and you have to execute. That might be one of the funner games. I'm with that.
Yeah, put your crew together. You have to have a van, and your comms
Gotta-
guys in the van.
Mhm.
With a
And
headset.
He's
Keyboard.
He's tapping into the security.
He's so
footage
fast.
to make- Yeah,
I'm breaking into the
man, this is
mainframe.
How to break into the mainframe. The way they type all them buttons. How many times as a kid did you pretend you was doing that shit?
Mhm.
Pretend you was. I used to
By the
love
way,
that
the
shit.
answer to best heist movie, you need to answer it because there's a clear-cut answer.
Hold on. Let's.
And it's not.
I
I'll give you a hint in
I
that it's
agree.
not one that you're expecting.
I agree. Ocean's 11.
No, I've never seen those.
What?
You got to watch Ocean. Big T, you have to watch.
You
Ocean's
surprise
11.
me
Alright,
more and more.
That's
with
fine.
your
That be that as it may.
lack.
That's not it.
But you've never seen it. You could make an argument that's the best, one of the best heist movies of all time. I haven't seen the original,
Nice.
but the remake was incredible. I think it might be Jeff Delo's favorite movie. The Town is pretty good.
The one with the old guys, but I don't know the name of it.
The old guys. What do these old guys
They're
do?
like,
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to.
hold on, let me find
Is
it.
it Wild Hogs?
No, it's like they're just like older men and they're like robbing a bank. Let me find it.
While
Point
you
Break.
look that up,
Point Break is up there.
the best heist movie ever made is Disney's National Treasure.
That's an adventure movie.
It's a heist.
Yeah,
They
but
steal
know that I've
something
seen that.
far more difficult to steal than money.
it's different.
It's a heist movie.
It's a historical adventure.
Sure, wrapped up in a heist.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I mean they pretend to kidnap the president.
That's National Treasure too.
Wait, no, this wouldn't be a heist.
Why not? Has all
Because
the
they weren't
elements.
because they weren't trying to steal it. They were trying to. One, his whole goal was to clear his family's name.
Sure.
And to clear your family's name, you had to prove that the treasure was real.
Okay.
So the goal of a heist is to hijack a specific thing. That was never their goal. Their goal was to reveal it.
But
And
to
then they
do
got
so, what did
rewarded.
they have to do? Had to go steal it.
No, they didn't steal it.
The Declaration of Independence, they absolutely did.
He does say,
They
"I'm
stole
going to
that,
steal
but
the
that wasn't
It's
Declaration."
the
goal.
most
Their
famous
goal
line in the
wasn't-
movie.
But their goal wasn't to steal the Declaration of Independence. That was a.
It was in furtherance of another goal, but it was their goal.
But the goal was never to steal anything.
And yet they stole it.
That's not a heist. It's a
It's
reach.
a heist.
It's a reach.
They have the FBI going after them.
I don't think it's
It's
a
a
classic.
heist.
It's not a classic heist.
Not
But
giving it
It's
to you.
it's a twist on a heist.
It is. It's a play on a heist.
Great movie. Another great one is Inside Man with Denzel.
Yep.
That's a great one.
The one I was thinking of is called Going in Style. It's with Morgan Freeman, Michael Caine, and Alan Arkin. It's more of like a comedy, but it's very funny.
It's like a whimsical comedy about old guys that used to be criminals that get together for one last job.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
I
It's
haven't
cute.
seen that one. Here's another one that is kind of a heist. Inception.
I don't know that you can make the argument with a straight face that National Treasure is not a heist and Inception is.
Okay. You're trying to steal an original thought from a man by implanting another one inside of him.
This is infinitely more tenuous.
It's less
than
heist.
mine.
No. You're taking his original feeling about his father from him. That's a heist.
I honestly don't even remember what happens in that
You're
movie.
hijacking his entire thought process. That is, yes, absolutely, that's a heist.
I understand what you're saying, but the fact that you poo-pooed Big T.
In order to hold that opinion,
Yes.
you must also hold the opinion that National Treasure is one.
Correct. Yeah.
Nah, because you're not taking anything.
They took the Declaration of Independence.
Bro, listen, maybe I'm fucking up because I don't know the definition of a heist. I'm gonna look it up. And
I completely understand what you're saying. You're saying they did that in furtherance of something else.
a heist is a planned and usually daring robbery or theft, often valuables from a secure place like a bank or museum, but it could also refer
You
to the act of
could
stealing
not
or breakup.
write a better definition for what they do in that movie.
They do that. No, that's not their goal, though.
But that's... Read it again. Read it again. Maybe I'm wrong. Read it again.
No, you are wrong.
Not based on the definition you just read.
An act of stealing or breaking into a place to steal.
Yes.
That's not their goal.
It's what they do.
No, it's okay. So anytime
They illegally gain entry into a party at the National Archives in order to go steal the Declaration of Independence. A secure location such as a bank or museum, I believe you said.
that wasn't their goal, though.
What are we doing?
Yeah. Come on, Arian.
No, I can't give it to you.
You're being stubborn.
I didn't plan on feeling strongly about this, but now I do.
Now you're being stubborn, Arian.
No, I can't let it fly.
I know,
It is
I
the-
know
it
that
is
look, Arian. You're being,
literally
you
the
know Big
textbook
T's right.
definition.
I don't think so.
You're saying because they had a goal beyond
he's
that.
He's not going to agree with you, no matter what you say.
But he's wrong.
I disagree.
Now this is all I care about. Is defining National Treasure as a heist film.
I got two other heist films that I think are better than National Treasure. In addition to the ones that I've said.
You can name them. You'll be incorrect. but please
Ocean's
continue.
11 is better.
Yeah,
Can't be. I haven't seen it.
I think The Town is better.
I haven't seen that either, so it can't be.
Solipsism.
I would say that Heat is better. Pacino,
was that
De Niro.
Pacino?
Yeah,
I haven't seen that. I've heard about that one, though.
really good heist movie. And then I would say Hell or High Water. Have you seen that?
None of these, brother.
Hell or High Water has, I think, the most underrated actor in modern history in it. Ben Foster. Ben Foster
Is he Gandhi?
I don't know. He if he was Gandhi, I would watch him play Gandhi.
Ben Kingsley.
Ben
forgive
Kingsley.
me.
Okay.
Different Ben.
No, this was it was Ben Foster. He was in that movie with Justin Timberlake, Alpha Dog. Did you ever see that?
Never heard of it.
Kidnapping movie based on a true story. Also was the best actor in that by far.
More of a Trolls 2 guy with JT.
Gotcha.
That's a joke, by the way.
Yeah. I think I provided you with a list that are better, but I do enjoy National Treasure.
Great movie. It's not a heist movie.
But Big T, you have to watch Ocean's 11. I've given you so many great movies that you would enjoy. I don't think you've seen a single one of them.
Incorrect. I watched
Training Day?
No, Alabama Court.
My Cousin Vinny.
Correct. Enjoyed it.
Okay, there you go.
Liked it a lot.
These are movies that I would say you'll enjoy equally.
I'm not a George Clooney going on a mission type guy.
You might like this though. It's fast paced. It's in Vegas. It's interesting. A lot of great actors in it.
It's possible I'll check it out.
You will. I promise you that you will enjoy Ocean's 11.
It is the best heist movie. Legitimate heist movie.
What is the plot other than they're going on a heist? What is the purpose?
They're planning a heist in Las Vegas.
That's it?
No,
For no apparent reason?
No, there's layers to it. Andy Garcia owns a casino. Andy Garcia is dating George Clooney's ex-wife, who goes by the name of Julia Roberts in real life.
Maybe I'll check it out.
Incredible cast.
I'll let you know.
If you're looking at star power in a cast, I think that's got to be up there too.
Don Cheadle's in that motherfucker.
Don Cheadle.
I would actually say, and this is just me thinking off the top of my head, so I'd have to do some reflection and think about it. I think the more, quote, star-studded a cast of a film is, the less likely I am to enjoy it.
Sometimes you're right about that.
I think I don't like big actors in that kind of... Like, this is going to sound weird. I've never understood the concept of having a favorite actor. They're all the same to me. It's dependent on what the movie is.
Well, if you enjoy somebody's performances.
I've never noticed one actor to be better than another.
What?
There's no actor that you're like, that person, I've seen them in 3 films and I really enjoyed their work.
Monumentally bad take.
All actors are the same.
Yeah, I don't really think...
Nicolas Cage and Tom Hanks are the same caliber actor to you?
So, like, they do different movies. I don't... It's about the movie to me.
I also don't like what you're implying about Nicolas Cage here. That seemed targeted because you're still disagreeing with his National Treasure take.
I was trying to find a middle of the ring actor who is like not known for his acting, but more known for his roles. Even like a Keanu Reeves, right? There's a 1,000 football fields difference between Keanu Reeves acting and Tom Hanks acting. Like there's just different, brother. It can insanely
But they
different.
do radically different things.
Okay, what about this? Jason Statham, Matt Damon. Who's the better actor?
I don't know that I've ever really seen anything Jason Statham is in, so I can't.
Okay.
But I don't know.
If you were to venture a guess.
Probably Matt Damon, but I also think there's an element of you do 1 or 2 really good movies, you become, a star in Hollywood or whatever, and then you're given better opportunities than some other people who might get, like Jason Statham is pigeonholed into shitty action movies, right? So that's all he's going to do.
Right.
Whereas Matt Damon now is a star, so he gets top of the line movies.
Yeah.
I think it's all dependent on the movie.
You get presented better opportunities for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's different caliber actors.
I understand that. It just doesn't usually make a difference to me.
Okay. What's your all-time favorite movie?
Probably Shawshank.
Okay. Now that has some heavy hitters.
Sure. Do you think how many actors do you think could be in the role of Tim Robbins and the movie doesn't change in quality? I think it's quite a few.
You know what it is? I don't think you. I don't mean to disrespect, but I don't think you have a knack or a love for the arts like that. So like when you listen,
I agree
to
for the most part.
Yeah. So when we were talking about music, right? Like playing a guitar gives you, or playing a piano gives you a different listening experience when you're listening to music. Like you start to develop an appreciation for the art of it, not necessarily the product of it. I think you like the product. You don't like the art of it.
For the most part, I would agree.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I also think that Big T is just too authentic of a guy for him to really identify with somebody that's good at playing somebody that they're not.
No.
Because what you see is what you get with Big T. He's like, why is this guy why are you paying money? Why are you paying your hard-earned money to go watch a man lie to you for 2 hours?
You could not sound less like me. But no, I care about if the movie's good. There is no actor that I could go watch a movie and I would be like, even if I didn't like the movie that much, I enjoyed watching that actor. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, story has a lot to do with it.
For instance, the Braves are terrible. Mm-hmm. I paid good money to go watch the Braves when they were in Chicago a couple weeks ago because they still have Ronald Acuna and Matt Olson and these awesome baseball players that I really enjoy, even though the team sucks. Mm-hmm. There is no actor that would make me feel that way.
Yeah, I think that's a fair take. Like if Tom Hanks is in a movie and everyone's like, this movie sucks, then yeah, I probably won't go see it just because I enjoy Tom Hanks. But when Captain Phillips comes out, I'm like, yeah, I want to go watch a great story with a guy that is at the peak of his craft.
Like a movie that was kind of ass, but the acting from him was amazing. It was like Book of Eli. Like Denzel killed that role, but the movie was kind of eh. Big T, have you ever gone to see like a Broadway play?
Couple.
Did you enjoy the acting in it, or you were just there for the story?
Yeah, just just the story. I don't think the acting
Yeah,
makes
yeah.
a difference.
I think
to
that's
me.
what it is. I don't think you like. I don't think you take a liking to the arts of it. I grew up in uh like I wrote poetry, loved poetry. That turned into me being into playwriting, and I acted in plays as a kid, and so it's like knowing and understanding that side of the craft was fascinating to me. And there's a very big difference between Tom Hanks and
And again, I understand that. I'm not
Chris
disputing
Farley.
that. I'm just saying it doesn't make. And although I kind of contradicted a minute ago with what I said about the Braves, I think I've said kind of the same thing about sports too. I like the people who love professional sports because the players are so much better. That doesn't make a ton of difference to me. I would rather just watch Tennessee play regardless of how much better or worse the players are than a professional.
Yeah, I think I pinned it. You like the product, not the art of it.
What are some great performances by great actors in dog shit movies? I think you could probably go down the list of anything Philip Seymour Hoffman was in. He was in a lot of good films too.
Ooh,
Philip Seymour
Leonardo-
Hoffman and John C. Reilly have probably done a lot of, like, they were great actors that did great movies, but they probably also did their fair share of just money-making bad films.
I don't remember how good the movie was, but to me, this is how dope the role was. It might have been a good movie, but I just remember Leonardo DiCaprio in What's Eating Gilbert Grape.
Yeah.
Unbelievable performance in that.
I'm asking ChatGPT about the best performances in bad movies.
Okay.
Michael Fassbender in Assassin's Creed.
All right.
Johnny Depp in Pirates of the Caribbean sequels.
Yeah.
Ian
ChatGPT
McKellen
says
in the
I
Hobbit
don't think they-
trilogy.
I don't think they're bad movies.
Nicolas Cage in Ghost Rider.
Okay. The talking car.
Jared Leto in The House of Gucci. James McAvoy in Split. I thought Split was a good movie.
I never saw that one.
That's the M. Night Shyamalan movie where it turns out it's a prequel to Mr. Glass. Or what's the movie that has Mr. Glass in it from the 90s? Samuel L. Jackson. I forget, but that's the big reveal at the end of the movie.
Okay.
It's the multiple personalities, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
We got a movie coming
That
out.
was a bad movie? I don't think it was that bad movie.
I thought it was good.
We got a movie coming out
Yeah.
soon, How to Rob a Bank, next year. A heist film with John C. Reilly, Christian Slater, Zoe
Allegedly
Kravitz,
a heist movie.
Pete Davidson. I'm interested. You have my attention.
I will watch
Imagine
any heist
Entertainment.
movie.
Yeah, nothing like a good heist. The planning, the execution, the tropes. I do enjoy
It was
those.
a bad good one was there was a new one that came out I think like last year with Kevin Hart. He had a heist movie on Netflix. That was a dope one.
What was it called?
Ooh.
Kevin Hart has done more movies than anybody. Like Kevin Hart, credit to him, he is striking while the iron is hot. He's in every commercial, every movie.
Black Adam Sandler.
Yeah,
He was at the Tennessee-Georgia game.
Kevin Hart was?
His son, I think, is a track recruit.
Oh, crazy.
Lift. The movie's called Lift on Netflix. I liked it. It was dope.
And today's episode is also brought to you by Game Time. We got college football season. That's back. We got tailgates, crowds, and the excitement of being in the stands before kickoff. That's all back too. Big T, can you look up a college football game for this weekend?
I already did because I knew we had the ad coming up, and I
Mhm.
looked at a couple. I've got a deal that I don't even think you'll believe.
Try me.
Tulane at Ole Miss this week.
Okay.
Very under the radar, really good game.
Really good game.
$40 on Game Time.
No way.
Yep.
In Oxford?
Yeah. And not a huge stadium, so every seat in there is awesome.
That's going to be a good one to go to. Tulane is great. They've got their eyes on the college football
Look at this.
playoff.
Look at the view of this seat. 41. Hang on. It's because it's moving with me. $41.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Mincy will probably be there.
I can only imagine.
But it's a great way to get into a game, especially at the last minute using Game Time. You get tickets that you can trust They're 100% authentic tickets. They're on time, and you get them at the best price, and the fees are always included. What you see is what you pay. If you're thinking about going to Ole Miss Tulane this weekend, check it out on Game Time. If you're thinking about going, Oklahoma's got a big game this weekend.
Auburn coming in.
We've got a lot of college football going on right now. It's everywhere. Michigan, Nebraska, Texas Tech, Utah,
Florida, Miami.
Great slate. Take the guesswork out of buying college football tickets. Use Game Time. Download the app. Create an account. Use code MACRO. Get $20 off your first purchase. Again, create an account. Use code MACRO, MACRO, $20 off. Swipe, tap, ticket, go. Download the Game Time app today. All right, you guys want to talk about reincarnation?
Reincarnated.
If I say no, are you going to make me do it anyway?
Yep. Sure will.
Then the answer doesn't particularly matter, does it?
Well, Big T, you also dropped this one in the group chat, kind of.
I mean, I was joking. I understand that we're going to do the topic of the episode. I was just trying to keep it light.
Keep it like.
Don't worry about it. Fuck me, I guess.
Keeping it fresh.
Fuck me. Good game.
I got really into this topic because there was something that we came across that stood out. You think of reincarnation as being something that is like spiritual, hard to prove, hard to really measure in any given way because it's very much tied into certain religions and it's tied into different cultures, and you don't really have too much that studies it. I did not know that the University of Virginia had an entire department that was dedicated towards researching perceptual studies like reincarnation.
Woke.
Like actual doctors and clinical psychologists and people that have gone to school for their entire lives, scientists that are studying reincarnation. Pretty crazy. So there was a guy that worked at UVA. His name was Dr. Ian Stevenson, and he was a professor for 50 years, and his focus was on reincarnation. And he even convinced the University of Virginia, their School of Medicine, to let him start the Division of Perceptual Studies, or DOPS is what they call it. And he founded the Society for Scientific Exploration in 1982. He passed away in 2002. He was only 40, or sorry, that's not the case. He passed away in 2007. And the mantle was taken up by a guy by the name of Dr. Jim Tucker, who was the head of the Department of Public Perception until January 1st, 2025. And they're like the leading department that has studied reincarnation, and they've interviewed thousands of usually children and found evidence that there might be something to reincarnation. Pretty crazy stuff. So this guy, Dr. Jim Tucker, he has said that you usually, if a child is going to start speaking about being reincarnated, it usually happens between the age of like 2 and 6 years old. And those memories that they have fade away as they grow older. But he's interviewed thousands of kids, and there are a few cases that make you think like, holy shit, what's going on here? So there was a kid down in Louisiana, and when he was 2 years old, he was screaming in his bed, I don't know if it was a crib or what his sleeping arrangement was, but he would have night terrors. And that's like a pretty common thing for a lot of the kids that are allegedly the next life of somebody that's passed away. They get night terrors at a very early age. And his parents went in and they were like, what's going on? And the kid kept saying, like, plane crash, little man can't escape, fire, plane crash, the little man can't escape. And his parents were not like hippies. They weren't like reincarnation believers. They were like, it was a Christian family. And the parents looked at each other like, what is our child saying to us? The kid then went on to like, he would have these recurring nightmares, and they asked him like, who else is there with you? And the kid's name was James. And the kid gave a specific name. I'm going to try to pull this up right now. But it was not like not an uncommon name. I think the last name was like Lockett or something like that. But he gave a specific name, and his parents like looked at each other like, we don't know who any of these people are. And then the kid would start to talk more about his experiences, and he would say that like he is talking about the time that he died in a plane crash. And his parents were like, "Where was this?" He was like, it was in the ocean. It was inside of a like military plane." And then he would draw pictures of planes being shot. He would draw pictures of like aircraft carriers floating in the water. They had no idea what was going on. One day his dad asked him, "What is the name of the boat that you were on?" And he said like Nemoto. And this is like I think he was 3 years old at the time. And his dad went online, looked it up. There wasn't a lot of, the internet back in like the early 2000s wasn't as extensive as a database as it is now. But after a lot of searching, his dad found a small aircraft carrier that was in World War II. I think it was called the Nemoto. And then his dad looked at the log of people that were on that ship. The name that his son had given him was one of the guys that was on that ship. Then his dad did more research, bought a book about World War II, and it was like a section about Iwo Jima, and he was reading it on the couch with his son next to him, and his son stopped on a page and was like, "That's where I died." And the dad's like, what are you talking about?" He's like, "That's where I died right there." And this kid, he would write his name as James 3. Like they taught him how to spell his name and how to write it, and he would write James 3 every time he wrote it. And they'd be like, "Why are you writing James 3? And he's like, "Because I'm the third." And so his dad went up, he looked at the military records of the ship and found out that there was one person who died in that battle on a plane, and his name was James Jr. And his kid is saying, "I'm James 3. Describing exactly the way that this guy was shot down in a plane at that location.
How old was this kid?
I think he started with the night terrors when he was 2 years old.
See, obviously I don't, subscribe to this at all, but it does seem more interesting when it's from like a 2-3-year-old.
Yeah.
Than maybe a 5 or 6-year-old who could have, seen something on TV and is repeating it or whatever. But if you're 3 and you're saying that kind of stuff,
it's pretty crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
And so this guy, Dr. Jim Tucker from UVA, after his parents started like getting real weirded out by it, they invited this doctor to come down and talk to him. And the doctor, after his initial visit, took some information from the kid that ended up becoming true that they did not know was true at the time of the visit. So like cross-referencing all these records, and they're like, yeah, there's even more stuff that lines up than what we even knew about up until then. And then they took the kid when he was like 4 years old to meet. It was like a reunion of everybody that served on that ship. And so they took their kid and they're like, "I know this is weird, but he swears that he was on this ship and his name was James." And then he became like the 4-year-old kid, like fit in super well and had like a great time, quote, reuniting with all the other people that were on that ship.
I don't know, man.
What do you mean he fit in well? What does that mean?
Like he was there for like the entire dinner, and he was going up to people, like all the different people that were there, and having good conversations with them. And they ended up taking the kid to.
What kind of conversations was he having?
I don't know, but they took the kid.
I'm not shitting on it. I'm just a skeptical human.
Yeah.
And so when you say a child is having good conversations with plane survivor adults, I would love to have. Is there any transcript from these conversations?
No, I mean they just took the kid to meet all the people that were on that ship in World War II.
Did he remember any of them?
I don't know. I don't know that
Tommy the chef. What up?
I don't know that they recorded everything at the time.
Gotcha.
But
dude, imagine if one of your best friends dies, and then 25 years later, a 4-year-old comes up to you and it's like, "Hey, it's James."
Yeah.
And they just like know stuff about you.
Yo, that shit would be so wild. That would be creepy as fuck.
Yeah, I don't. No, don't like it.
Like, bro, you don't remember? Bro, we used to mess with the same girl. And you're like, "Fam, this is getting
Yeah, imagine a 4-year-old telling you, like, "How's your wife?"
Yeah. Well, there's another study that this guy from UVA was a part of, and it was a kid that started again having night terrors when he was like 2 years old, and started talking about how he used to be in the movies and how he used to live in Hollywood, and he would tell his parents like, yeah, this reminds me of my old parents or like my old house that I used to live in. They were like, where did you live? And he's like, Hollywood, and they asked for his name, and he gave the name of an obscure Hollywood actor named Marty Martin, who is like, he was in a couple films in the 1930s out in Los Angeles. And they were watching, or they had like a still from a movie, and the kid reached over, he goes, that's me right there. And that's my friend that I was in the pictures with. And this kid was asked to write down like a list of 50 things that he remembered about his past life. And so the kid was like, okay, I can do that. I started an agency, and our agency would change people's names. I used to drive a green car. I used to live on a street that had the word rock in it. And then he gave like a whole bunch of I had many wives. My grandmother's hair was super curly. So they had a big list of things. They contacted the family of this old Hollywood actor who had passed away. They found his daughter. They sent her the list of things that this little like 3-4-year-old kid had said about his past life. She went down the list and she was like, there's so much stuff here that is exactly correct. My dad did start an acting agency. Part of his acting agency would be to change people's names to make them into more marketable Hollywood stars. That was his favorite restaurant that you gave us. The name of the street that we lived on was called Roxbury. He did not drive a green car. And then she looked back and found out that, yes, her dad did, in fact, drive a green car. But just not one that she had remembered. So, like, the kid was, like, teaching her stuff about it. Pretty crazy stuff. And this kid was named Ryan, and he was from the Midwest. And then there is footage of them bringing Ryan out to like meet with the daughter and meet with the niece. And it's the most awkward, uncomfortable thing that you've ever seen.
I can imagine.
Because like a 15-year-old kid that's walking in and he's like, hey, this kid might be your dad. And then they start asking him all these questions. He's like, I don't know. I don't have the memories anymore. This is just all stuff that used to come to me when I was like 2, 3, 4, 5 years old. And the niece was asking him, like, what do you remember about our grandmother? And he was like, I don't remember anything. And so it was just a super awkward face-to-face conversation that they all had. And then they left. But there's crazy stories. Like there's another kid, and I think his name was Atlas. And
pretty dope name, actually.
Pretty cool name. And when he was 2, he started.
If I was to have a dog, I would name it Atlas. That's fire.
Yeah. That's a good dog name for sure.
Yeah.
So Atlas at one point was riding in the car with his mom, and he said, I miss when my mom used to take me to the playground. And she goes, well, I am your mom. And he goes, no, my old mom. She was like, what are you talking about? He said, my old mom, she had the pretty hair, which is not what you want to hear as a mom.
Tough.
So really, really tough for that mom to get.
The distinguishing characteristic between you and her.
Yeah, she had much better hair than you had. And she like tried to shake it off, but then he would bring up his old mom to her. And then she asked, okay, well, what was your name? Were you the same? Did you have the same name? And the kid gave a name. He goes, well, my mom had a different name than I did. My mom was named Washington. And my name, let me make sure I get these names right. I think it was Washington. It might have been Robinson, though. Maybe it was Robinson. Let's just say it was Robinson. It said my mom was named Robinson, but that wasn't my name. I had a different name, and my name was, I think it was Jaylen. And then I died. And everybody was really sad, and the mom was like freaking out. And then the kid wouldn't stop talking about how he died and how he used to have a different mom. So what the mom did was she looked up online any sort of evidence of a crime or a murder of like a child who went by that full name, because he gave her full name, found a murder that had taken place in New York City, which was like, I think, a few hours away. They weren't in the New York City area. Found a murder that had taken place there of a 4-year-old that was killed by his babysitter. His mom's name was Robinson. The kid's name matched up precisely with the murdered kid's name. So they called in the researcher from UVA, went down there. He brought 5 different pictures. Or 5 different sets of pictures. He brought a few different pictures of women, a few different pictures of men, a few different pictures of houses, a few different pictures of playgrounds. And then he asked the kid, okay, which one of these is your mom? Which one of these is the playground that you used to go to? And the kid, without thinking, you can see the video of it, like looks at the pictures and then confidently points at each one. And the kid goes 5 for 5, gets all 5 of them correct. And yeah, just pretty crazy shit. But then as you get older, those memories like start to fade. You start to overwrite them with your own memories at the time, and then you no longer are able to access anything that you had at those young ages.
Have you ever looked into the effects of DMT?
So I was thinking about that when I was doing some research on this, because there might be like some sort of correlation between like the chemicals that your brain releases at certain times. But no, I haven't.
I was going to go out further with it, right? So like rationally, I can't justify this thought, right? But like, so if I was to subscribe to an after death experience, it would be something like what people describe when you do DMT. Like, it's like I said, I wouldn't rationally subscribe to it, but it feels the best to me, just like anybody else has a feel, right? That's what I probably feel would happen if something was to happen. So people that describe their experience on DMT is like this. The reason why it's always been intriguing to me is because it kind of correlates to how scientists describe our reality. Scientists describe our reality as like a vibrating field of I guess that would be it, like a vibrating field, right? Like our universe is a field of vibrations. And it's what we perceive as light, it's what we perceive as smell, wind, whatever, water. It's everything vibrates at a certain like frequency, and this is how scientists describe our reality. And so when you hear people that do DMT or even have near death experiences, they kind of describe it in a very similar way. They always talk about like an ego death, right? And it's similar to what I feel when I've ever taken mushrooms. When you take them, I always tell people it's not like a party drug where you just get high and you zoned out. It's something that's like when you drink alcohol, you feel like you're in the world, right? But when you take mushrooms and what people describe as DMT, you feel like you are the world. Like when you listen to music, you feel like you are the music, and it sounds crazy if you've never done it or if you've never felt it. Yeah, but if you, like I said, if you've never done it or never felt it, but when you experience it, it's like I said, the people that do DMT, they describe this ego death where they kind of like disassociate themselves with an I. Like there is no I. It is I am everything. And that feeling is hard you can't describe it to somebody who hasn't felt it. And so listening to you describe like reincarnation and stuff like that, I mean, it is a fascinating notion that maybe somehow your consciousness, because we still don't understand what consciousness is. So maybe somehow your consciousness survives via memory, because I mean, memory is this, like what we know of it is like these electrical impulses in your brain, right? These electrical currents. So maybe it survives somehow throughout this field of vibrations. I don't know. It's an interesting concept that I've definitely thought about in the past.
Yeah, it's interesting to think about, because like nobody knows what exactly happens to you after you die.
Yep.
and nobody's really studied that. We've speculated from a scientific standpoint. They can break down what happens to your body after you die, the different materials it's made out of, but there has been, because it's like basically an impossible thing to study. So we don't really have any evidence that we can point to. So it's like, yeah, whatever scientific explanations you can come up with and study, probably going to be good to dive into those, like what this guy's doing. And he does say that there are some people that are hoaxing. So like,
Sure.
there could be a parent that has like talked to their small child about their grandmother nonstop. There are some cases where somebody has told the child, like at birth, oh, you are definitely the reincarnation of this person. And then they treat them like that person, and then they start to talk about being that person as they get older and are able to start speaking and functioning. So there are some hoaxes for sure, but in the cases I was talking about, they come from families that did not believe in reincarnation, usually pretty religious families that thought that had no place in Christian doctrine, and they examined them for fraud. There's also the possibility that these are coincidences, where a child could make up a story, and then that story fully aligns with something that actually happened, because there have been billions and billions of people that have lived on planet Earth. And so if you make up a story, the chances are pretty good that somebody has lived that experience. But with some of them, like the details that kid James was giving about dying in World War II at the age of like 2 or 3 years old, when his dad didn't know anything about World War II until he got that book. That to me seems like it's hard to say like there's no merit to it whatsoever.
Did you see the Shanti Devi one?
Yeah, what's that one?
There was like this, similar story. This child had a few claims that she had a husband named Keter Nath in Mathura, like 75 miles away. Said she died 10 days after giving birth. She described her house layout as like I guess like a specific room and a staircase. She recognized that her ex-husband, I guess, immediately, and acted shy as a wife would. Mentioned money hidden under a bed, and then correctly identified family members and their pet names. And then when they corroborated it, like all of that shit lined up. Like there was a cloth merchant 75 miles away named Keter Nath that had a wife pass. And she passed 9 days after giving childbirth. They looked at the house. The house has like some staircase that matched the child's description. And they didn't know about, I think they didn't know about the money under the bed, but I think they looked under and they found money. Or no, I'm sorry, that nobody knew as far as like outside family, but I think the husband confirmed like that. Yeah, that nobody knew that we kept it under there. And the family confirmed all of the statements in the pet names. And so this shit's wild. I can't even, I don't, I'm a skeptic by nature, but shit like that is like, and like, who knows, man? Like people thought that Bigfoot footage was real for a long time until dude came out and said it. No, I was fucking with y'all.
Yeah.
This could be one of those cases where we're getting got, because it's very specific stuff in order to all get correct in that order. And so we could be getting got, but I'm gonna get mine more than I get got though.
There you go. It's more common outside of the U.S. than it is inside the United States, even though I think all the ones I mentioned specifically were here in the U.S., but it's very common, or more common, in India. And I did read a story about this one girl that said that she like sold incense as a child, and her family was like, "What are you talking about? We don't sell incense." And she named a specific brand that she sold, and they found out who made that. There was only one family that made that type of incense. They found out where that family lived, And she gave other detailed explanations about like their incense making process, how she used to sell it, where she used to sell it, until she got hit by a bus. And they went to go visit this family. They tracked down the village. The little girl led them through the village to the house, through the woods, knew exactly where it was, brought them to that house, met the family, and the family was like, yeah, we don't sell that type of incense anymore, but we did when we had a daughter that sold incense, and she died by getting hit by a bus. And they described like the injuries that their daughter had when she got hit, and this Indian girl had a birthmark on her chest in the exact places that she had the fatal injuries. And she just knew everything about the family.
Yeah, so like my skeptic hat being on, right?
Yep.
It's like you said, a lot of these, there's a lot more instances outside of the US where I would argue they're less stringent parameters to conduct these kind of experiments or to test these hypotheses. Like when Roswell happened, like I think it was the 50s or something, you had an influx of alien sightings.
Right.
They were everywhere. And so it kind of rings that because in India, they believe in reincarnation. So it's much more likely to develop stories or it not be out of the norm, right? In order to have those stories fit the narrative of reincarnation.
Yep.
And I believe in India, when that kind of thing happens, like they treat the child as if it is the person that they purport to be.
Yeah. And it's celebrated.
Yeah.
Which also makes it more likely to have false claims out there if it's something that you know is going to elicit a positive reaction.
Yeah, like if you show up to kindergarten and there's a kid in the class who was the best doctor,
yeah,
or whatever.
Like you're not giving that kid an F.
Well, and you see that kid get all the cool stuff, and you're like, well, actually, I was a lawyer, believe it or not.
I was his boss, actually.
Right.
I was a better doctor than that kid was. Yeah. So of the people that claim to remember a past life, 70% of them remember a violent or traumatic, strange death that's associated with that past life. And then they develop a fear of dying in that same way that can last them their entire lives. But the claim is that if you have a violent death, that's more likely to be stored in whatever spirit you then inhabit a different body with later. That's one of the things that would make that stand out to you. Like the theory is we all have been reincarnated, but if you're a reincarnation of somebody that suffered something so specific and violent at the end of your life, that's still strong enough to get into your brain as you've been reincarnated into your new body. So Dr. Tucker said that he's analyzed 2,000 cases, and 30% of the cases he studied involved a past life of someone who had died a natural death. These cases were evenly split between males and females. However, of the remaining 70% of cases where the past life ended in an accidental or unnatural death, 73% involved men. And those percentages mirror death statistics perfectly. More men than women die unnaturally. And Dr. Tucker reasoned that someone may be more likely to remember a past life if it ended in a violent or unnatural death. That's a stat that I didn't realize, that like men die of like very traumatic deaths. 73%, or of all violent unnatural deaths, 73% are of men.
Is that surprising to you?
I just didn't know. I didn't know that it was going to be that high. I mean, wars.
Sounds a little, woke to me.
Wars, we do reckless shit.
Yeah, men are involved in far more activities that are likely to result in death.
That is true. We're brave. We're so brave. And then 5% of people who remember a past life have an unusual skill related to that former life. So at the Division of Perceptual Studies, they found 1 in 10 who remember a past life do that skill. Like if you're a farmer, you're very interested in crops. That also might be one of those things that's like reverse engineered, where you're like, this kid has a crazy obsession with World War II airplanes, and then he then claims that he is formerly a pilot on one of those planes. That would probably be more likely for a kid to do that because he was obsessed with planes, which is a very cool thing to be obsessed with, by the way. Then 20% of people who remember past life also remember something from the time between death and rebirth. So you might have some sort of consciousness that's just floating around out there in between your past life and when you're reborn into a different body later on. So like the out-of-body experiences, that sort of thing. And there are people that I think at this same department at UVA that have studied death, to like how people perceive near-death experiences, people who have died on the operating table, and they all have a lot of things that are very similar that they've all reported. Like they report seeing bright light, a welcoming bright light. They seem to remember that there's somebody that is guiding them through that journey. And then after a little bit, they remember that same person telling them, no, you have to go back. And a lot of people remember like seeing their bodies from above, like witnessing themselves on the operating table. Pretty crazy stuff to think about.
This reminds me of this was a one like Christian joke that I thought it was fucking hilarious about atheists. It was Dan Cook, and he goes, and I'm like paraphrasing it, so look it up if you want to see it. He goes, he's like standing at a bus stop. He's and a dude next to him sneezes, and he sneezes again, and it's like he thought it was rude, so he said, "God bless you," and the guy says, "That's what's." Like I said, I'm paraphrasing, but he's like, I don't believe in that. Yada yada. They get into like a theological debate. He's like, well, what do you believe in? He's like, I believe that when you die, you become the earth and the nutrients, and eventually I'll become a tree. And he's like, well, that's what. He's like, man, I hope that happens to you. I hope that happens to you. And then one day, a truck comes and just grinds you up, and he turns and they make you into paper and they print the Bible on you.
It's a very funny bit. I know exactly. I used to have it memorized. It's so funny.
Do you know where God bless you comes from?
No.
Check me on this.
Okay.
Because I just heard this once and ran with it. My understanding.
Hell yeah.
It makes sense though. My understanding is that in the Middle Ages they believed that when you sneezed it was like demons exiting your body. So they would say God bless you as like a shroud over your demonic excretion.
Interesting. So there's a few different theories. One is that it came from the plague, and when you would sneeze, that would be a symptom of the plague. So saying God bless you would be like, please don't die.
That makes sense also.
But there is a theory that it was like your soul or your spirit that was coming out, and saying God bless you was the way. If you had a good soul, it was a way to keep your good soul in your body. If you had a bad soul, saying God bless you kept that spirit from re-entering your body.
Got it. So something along those lines.
Like imagine sneezing back then. You're like, dog, that shit felt so good.
Yeah.
I do wish I could sneeze on command.
Yeah.
That'd be
Man,
great.
that shit is top 4 bodily function feeling good things.
Okay.
I can guess.
I can guess one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Peeing.
That's a great one.
It
Like when
can
you really
be.
gotta go. And then boo-booing, letting go of a nice little boo-boo.
But conversely can also be horrific.
No pun intended. Oh, like if you constipated?
Just if you had Taco Bell, whatever. I mean, it can.
I mean, I would argue that's still pretty relieving.
I would say most times it's neutral, but it's more bad than good.
So what else is out there? You got crying. Crying can make people feel better sometimes.
Oh, crying can feel really good.
Yeah. Using a Q-tip when you haven't used a Q-tip for a long time. That feels really good, doesn't it?
I would argue that's not something your body does.
That's
something you do to your body.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I still think it feels
It's just
good.
like a natural bodily function.
If you've got like something really stuck in your throat and you cough and it comes out,
Yeah.
That's good.
That is good. Loosening anything up.
Yeah.
Like a good crack of a knuckle.
Oh, cracking your back.
pop.
Back pop is
Yeah.
good. Neck pop.
Get a foam
Yeah.
roller.
I follow this dude, Dr. Tubio, on Instagram, and he just has the best technique I've seen. This chiropractor. It just, I want to go see him so bad. Because I pop my neck all the time, which I probably shouldn't. But I feel like he could just get the spot I can't.
I pop my knuckles like 30 times a day, and I'm told you're not supposed to do that.
Have you ever popped this part right here?
Yeah.
I don't think
That's-
so.
That's the best part to pop. So what you do is you
Now he's
you know
talking
what I'm
about the
saying?
base of his thumb.
At the base of my thumb, and you
Yep.
press in this diagonal right here.
Yep.
It's one of the best. That's the best pop there is. I do that to people, and they don't know it's possible, and it just feels so good.
I did that
You
earlier.
may have to do that to me.
Yeah.
I'll do it. Do it to Big T.
I can only do it to myself. I can't even do it to my right
I don't
hand.
even like feel where you're talking about.
only my
So
left
this
thumb will do that.
So this bone is not like your wrist, right? And so it's like this. It's like this little thing that can move in, and you press it in.
Maybe I feel it now.
Yeah, it's a specific like direction you have to press. I do it to people all the time. They're like, "What the fuck was that? Do it again."
Your elbows ever pop?
I've never popped my elbow.
Oh yeah.
My elbows pop. What about your bad elbow?
I don't do it as swiftly like I just did it on that one, but it
Yeah.
can't. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
It did a little bit.
How's the elbow doing, by the way?
That's 100%.
That's good. No range of motion issues.
No, I think I can't get it like 100% straight. It's
Uh-huh.
like 99, but yeah, other than that.
My shoulders pop.
They said some guys like that have that happen, they can sometimes can't get it past like here, like they can never straighten it.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you're young and spry.
Yeah.
Do we want to talk about the Pollock twins at all?
Yeah, that was the original one I sent.
Yeah, but then it's just kind of reincarnation in general. I'm just fascinated with the fact that there's somebody that studies it that has. It's not proof, but it's proof of a lot of weird stuff. It might be just proof of coincidences.
Give me a percentile, PFT, of how true or how accurate you think reincarnation is.
Well, I think it's one of those things that you either believe in or like it's either 100% or 0%.
Yeah, it
no
seems
one's
pretty binary.
no one's like
I'm not
commonly.
I'm not asking what you think the world thinks. I'm thinking you yourself, PFT. When you die, what do you? How is that? I'm like 20% in on this. I'm like 15% in. On
Yeah, I
it,
mean,
you know?
I told you last time that it's like the Mufasa. Your body becomes the grass. The elephants eat the grass.
But not like entering another soul
I don't.
to a body.
I am like fully agnostic about that. Like your body, all the elements in your body will deteriorate and they will scatter and it will become part of the water. It will become part of the land. It'll become part of the air, the clouds. It'll become part of everything. Other creatures will consume part of your body. Then you become used as nutrients for them in their bodies. And one day the earth will get eaten up by the sun. Then we're going to become parts of elements in the sun. One day the sun will expire and will become parts of elements in the universe.
Man, if James Earl Jones said that shit, ooh, cooking.
Yeah. I mean, that's all that I can say that I believe in, but nobody knows what happens to the thing that we call consciousness and how real the thing that we call consciousness is. Like I can feel myself being alive right now. I can feel the words that I'm saying. I can feel thoughts and think the thoughts, and nobody really knows what happens to that part of your body, if that even is a part of your body after you die. So I'm not saying that I don't believe in reincarnation at all. I'm just saying there's no way for me to know.
Yeah, no, I'm with you, brother.
Arian, I've been reading a book that you need to read.
I'm so backed up, but I might give it a go.
It's called, I think I may have sent it to you right before I started. It's called That All Shall Be Saved. And it's by a guy who is a universalist, meaning he believes that eventually everyone enters heaven, basically. And that an eternal conscious hell is incompatible with the Bible.
I do agree with that. I would not be looking forward to an afterlife in heaven.
Explain?
It would be so boring.
All the good things that could possibly happen to you all the time.
Yeah, I like to get drunk sometimes. Can't do that up there.
You could feel drunk.
I think Jesus would want to sober you.
He provided wine.
I was gonna say the wine at communion.
Hey, if he got wine flowing from the tap water up there,
And it actually
pencil me in.
that story does describe that at the weddings, like they would go through the bad wine first and then save the good wine for later.
See why Jesus making bad wine.
No, that was like customarily what people did.
He's like, okay, we can get to the Camus later, Arian. But first, here's some Night Train.
We gotta
Here
get rid
you
of
go
this.
with the twist off bottle, man. Come on, Jesus.
See
You always
slap
do
in the
something.
bag.
No,
Yeah.
Again, that was not Jesus that did that. That was the custom anyway.
Arian, welcome to heaven. Here's your bottle of Thunderbird. What's
what
the
it's
word? What's the word? Thunderbird. What's the price? $1 twice.
I don't know what that means.
That was their marketing slogan way back in the day.
It was
For-
$2.
Yeah. What's the word? Thunderbird. What's the price? $1 twice.
Nice.
It's pretty good.
And then I also, through reading this, I learned of people who are annihilationists. Do you know about this?
No.
So-
but if I'm here, they want to get rid of everything.
No.
Okay.
So I find far more biblical justification for this than universalism, which is what this guy wrote the book about. So there's basically infernalists, annihilationists, and universalists. Infernalists are people who believe in like the traditional hell that you would think of. Universalists, like the guy who wrote this book, whose name I do not recall off the top of my head, believe everyone eventually becomes saved. Annihilationists believe that Christians go to heaven and non-Christians don't go to hell. They just, like what you believe happens when you die. You just die. That's it. That basically,
So like whatever you feel happens.
that basically there's heaven and then nothing else. And I do think there's actually interesting justification in the Bible for that view.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd rather do that.
Well, yeah, you'd rather do that than go to heaven?
Yeah.
That's
I'm out
nuts.
I'm out on heaven.
You're opting out of heaven?
I'm opting out
I
preemptively.
just want to say, to be clear, if heaven is a real place, like, I want it.
yeah.
I would rather be, I'd rather have great feelings all the
Bandwagon.
time doing everything.
Bandwagon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, then you
Correct.
can see all your other relatives that are up there.
yeah, see everybody that you love. You feel a lot of love.
Saw enough of them here. I'm good.
You don't mean that.
I'm pretty sure I do.
I got to be honest. I don't think I've ever heard anyone espouse that opinion.
Yeah, anti-heaven.
Yeah.
Like if you had a choice, yeah.
Aaron, would you rather everything be good or you not feel anything at all?
Well, if everything is good, I don't have a reference points to anything else, so I wouldn't even know it was good.
But you don't even
I only
have to
know
worry
things are
about the
good.
reference points because that's how good it is. It's so good, and you're excited all the time because of how good it is.
I can't know good because I don't know bad.
That rule doesn't apply in heaven. It's so good that
we just making shit up now.
no, it's so good that you don't even have to. There's nothing that you compare it to, and you're just feeling good.
Just this constant state of a crack high.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know, man. The shit that I find beautiful about life is the ups and downs.
You'll find good stuff
So-
about heaven too.
Like what?
They probably have a great football team.
Definitely don't want to play football up there. The fuck?
Okay.
I don't know that you'd make it.
I hate how you say that. Like,
I mean, Walter Payton
Uh-huh.
is starting.
Yep.
Jim Brown is.
no, he's not. No, he's not. Barry Sanders is going to be starting.
Well,
He's
he's
still
a-
here.
Barry
Yeah,
Sanders
he's
is with
alive.
us.
Well, so am I. What the fuck? Why did I die?
Well, we're
No, we're saying if you get it once you.
okay. So in this
I
world,
assume
I
Barry
was
outlive
I was
Barry
going off
Sanders.
of who's playing right now.
that's what I would say too. Yeah.
the current roster.
Okay.
I
So
can't-
Barry Sanders is dead, and he's
Hold on,
and
you know
he's
what? I don't
starting
like-
at
That's
halfback.
the goal. I don't want to put that on him.
yeah,
Oh,
dude,
yeah. Oh, this
that-
is bad.
Because
No.
he actually did have a
No.
heart attack like
We're
last
talking-
year.
Oh no.
it's
I won't
too
put that
late.
on.
It's too late.
It's too
I
late.
would dispute Jim Brown, Big T.
All right, who else?
OJ?
Well,
again,
listen.
we're talking heaven.
Pound for pound.
I mean,
heaven.
That's an interesting point as well.
okay.
We do have
But
to take
if
that
everybody
into
gets
consideration.
in-
Right. I thought.
Yeah, are we going with the universalist approach?
Let's go with that.
Okay.
Just that's the Prop 42.
Yeah.
That'll get you in.
He was acquitted.
Yeah.
You
Also,
got to
that-
lower the standards to get a good football team.
that also it makes the Jim Brown conversation a lot easier because I don't want to have that one either.
Oh, was he bad?
There was things that Jim Brown did. Yeah.
I think he beat his wife a lot.
A lot.
I'm unfamiliar.
A lot.
I apologize.
Yeah.
I led with Walter Payton.
Walter
Great
Payton,
man.
you did. Yep.
Great guy.
Yep.
Great guy.
Who else has passed from the?
From the running back.
Let's ask ChatGPT who the
The
best
all-time
dead running
greats.
backs are.
Who the best dead running backs are is crazy.
I mean, that's what we're looking for, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Mercury
man.
Morris.
First one that gave me was Jim Brown. Gale Sayers.
Oh, Gale Sayers, great
Oh,
great
yeah,
running back.
Yeah.
No
yeah.
injury concerns in heaven either.
Yeah,
No such
so
thing
he'll
as a
play
torn ACL.
He'll play a long time.
It's given me a lot.
It's crazy that's what took him. You know what I'm saying? That's what took him down. And now like ACL is like a run of the mill injury that you come back from next year.
Yeah.
A lot of these guys are from like the 40s. Interesting. It does not list OJ or Walter Payton, actually.
Stupid AI.
But yeah, I mean, if in a few years there's Peyton, Sanders, and OJ, you're not getting any touches.
I'll be a special teams guy up there.
Okay.
Would you rather be in heaven or be reincarnated as a horse?
The fuck do I want to be a horse for?
Well, you don't get to choose.
Could be worse.
Than a horse?
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be a lot worse.
What's worse than a horse?
You think a horse is the
Almost
worst?
any animal.
Yeah. Horses live a
Nah,
long
bro.
time.
Horses, you're condemned to fucking make humans ride you all day.
You're talking about a
go
racehorse.
where I want to go.
That's a very
stick
specific
this-
subset of horse.
Yeah, you could be
Stick this thing in your mouth.
You
and
could
you have to go the direction I want you to go. Hell no.
you could be
Fuck
a police horse
no. That's even
for
worse.
crowd control.
What you want to
Wild
be?
horse?
You want to be like a cockroach, get stepped on?
No, I want to be an orca.
Well, okay, you could be a beer delivering horse.
Mm.
You still have to do what humans. You're a human slave. No.
A wild horse though. You could be
Yeah.
a stallion,
On the
Okay, if
beaches
we're
of the
talking
Outer
wild
Banks.
horses, that's different.
a zebra.
What percentage of the horses are wild versus domesticated?
Hold, please.
There's a lot of wild ponies out there.
I mean, I don't know.
Being a zebra would suck. You'd never really have a good night's sleep.
Oh wow!
Yeah, you are
Flies.
preyed upon.
Did you get the same number I did, Mackenzie?
I didn't even get a number.
Less than 1% are
It-
wild.
It
Or
also
what,
says
Pete?
most
Count me
wild
out.
horses are actually feral.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
would have
count me
guessed
out, dog.
30.
Yeah, that's surprising to me.
Pretty low.
We gotta do
Count
something
me
about
out.
that. Okay, so Orca, I'm not going to give you your 1-1 choice.
Yeah, just like a supreme being, making it all difficult. as
You're
shit.
going to come back as a dog, and you're going to
Oh, the worst.
you're going to eat your words.
What kind of dog?
Worst.
A very good dog, but
Fucking-
you're not going. But no one.
very good
But you're not
dog.
going to have a
Retriever.
family. But you would have been so good if you had a family that loved you.
I'd rather be a street dog. Figure it out on my own.
No, you get the mange, you get skin infections. Eating like
This sounds very much like the Bible.
eating fish
or the,
bones out of a trash bag.
The Old Testament guy.
Yeah,
Just fucking
I'm vengeful
people.
right now. Because between
And
your national treasure and your anti-heaven take,
Okay,
I want
Let-
National Treasure clipped, by the way, please.
but listen. The reason why it's not a heist is because that's their goal. By your logic, Big T, anytime anybody has either stolen something or picked up something on the way of another, they're heisting.
No, you read a very specific definition,
Yes, I did.
and it satisfied every requirement.
A planned
Mm-hmm.
and usually daring robbery or theft, often of valuables from a secure place like a bank or museum. They put it back.
You could not write a better definition
They
for what.
put it back. It's a robbery is to obtain a thing and to keep it. They put it back. The goal was not to take anything. The goal
the goal was to
reveal
take
and
it. It
declare his
wasn't
father's
to
name.
keep it.
That
I would
wasn't-
argue what
okay,
happens after
okay.
is
Now we have to look
secondary.
at the definition of robbery. Definition.
Are you insinuating that if you go into a bank with a gun, say, give me all the money, but then like years later you pay it back in restitution, that's not a robbery?
That's not a robbery.
All right. Well then,
Yeah,
okay.
so
Well then
that
you're
is- that
just
is a robbery.
objectively
Yeah,
wrong about
that is-
everything.
that is
You-
okay. That is a robbery. That is a robbery.
okay.
But
Same.
like, but
So
that's a ridiculous. That's a ridiculous, not apples to apples comparison.
it certainly is.
In order to heist something, to have a heist, your plan is not to like it was a means to an end. So like they needed this to get to this, right? They put it back. It was not to they thought very highly of it. It wasn't the goal. Wasn't that? That wasn't
But it
the
was
goal.
to steal it.
Borrow it.
Which
Which they had to
it's against the law for them to
they
borrow
had to
it in the
procure it
fashion.
by stealing.
Their intent was
Fuck
not
the
to keep
law.
it, but they had to break the law to get it, to borrow it, which is a robbery, which is a heist. Mm-hmm.
I think you're playing. Okay, well, how is Inception not a heist then?
My quarrel with you was more about the fact that you said Inception is a heist, but National Treasure is not a heist. Also, is it against the law to break into somebody's brain? Where's that law?
Wait, wait, well, why is the law being?
Because it's a
why is that-
heist.
So unless it's, so it has to be unlawfully.
I think so, to be a heist, right? Like, what would be an example of a lawful heist? Even if you're trying to get back something that's rightfully yours, you still have to break the law. Like, if there's a movie where you're trying to steal something back from somebody that has stolen from you, you're still breaking the law to get it back. I'd say that qualifies as a heist movie.
By the definition,
Yeah.
it says a planned and usually daring robbery or theft, often of valuables. So something that's valuable could be immaterial.
I agree with that. But is it a theft or a robbery if it's not against the law?
Well, that's a moral question.
So are we defining a heist movie as something that is not necessarily a crime? Because every heist movie I can think about, it's a crime. Diamonds, money.
Okay, I will concede
Documents.
that Inception isn't a heist under the guise that it's. No, it is a crime. Let me take that back. It absolutely is a crime.
Okay.
You unwillfully induced a man, put him to sleep. That's
Okay.
a crime.
Okay.
Boom, heist.
I will concede that that's a heist if you concede that National Treasure is also a heist.
Fine, but
Okay, there we go.
There's a caveat. There's a
Oh,
caveat.
there we go.
The goal was never to rob anything. I'm just saying.
It's a heist.
Okay, it's a heist with asterisk.
Okay. Yeah, let's talk about the Pollock twins real quick. The Pollock twins, they are one of the most famous examples of reincarnation, allegedly. I actually have less faith in the Pollock twin case than I do in the more recent ones,
Oh, really?
like the ones that I brought up. Yeah, because the dad was a heavy believer in reincarnation. Like heavy believer.
The mom wasn't, though.
The mom was not, but the dad, John, he used to pray for evidence of reincarnation so that he could be like, see, I was right. All the religious leaders, all the authority figures, you were all wrong. I'm right. Reincarnation is a thing. So they had a daughter that was born in 1946, and in 1951 they had a second daughter, and they were working, not the daughters, the parents were working as being grocers and milk deliverers at the time, which is a hilarious job that used to happen. Like you would be a milkman.
Yeah, and every time you see that, they're delivering like a pint of milk.
Yeah, you used to get fresh milk delivered to your house.
Was that like daily?
I don't know if it's daily or like bi-weekly.
Because it's never a lot.
No, we don't. No one delivers milk anymore. It's a dying art.
Well,
I guess
maybe it's actually kind of come back with
raw milk.
Uber Eats and stuff.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you can Instacart
You can get anything delivered.
almost anything with
Yeah.
Uber Eats.
I got
Good
chocolate
call.
milk delivered last night.
Oh, that's not any cookies.
No, I don't like cookies.
You
The
do-
milk
Hang
wasn't for
on,
me.
hang on. Like, period?
No, I don't like sweets.
I
So-
could see like candy or whatever. You don't like cookies? Brownies?
Sweet.
Ice cream?
Sweet.
Well, we've been over ice cream, but that's crazy.
Like I don't like I can have a bite of it, but I can't eat like a whole dessert. It's just
Like fresh, warm, baked chocolate chip cookies.
not a thing that I enjoy.
Oh,
Do you like? So when you
I like
order,
salty stuff. I like
you like
Miss
chocolate
Vicky's
milk?
that chocolate milk wasn't for me.
Oh, okay.
Like Miss Vicky's jalapeno chips, I would have that 1,000 times over like ice cream.
but they're not mutually exclusive. Well, ice cream
No, I'm
wouldn't be
just
my
saying,
first pick either. But
No, I'm just saying preference. Like I would much rather like if you were like, which dessert would you rather have? I would pick chips.
interesting.
I do like salted treats better than I like sweet treats, but I like dessert too. I'm gonna have some ice cream after.
Like
I'm done.
if you ate a steak and then after I was like, you can have a warm, perfect brownie or chips.
I can't remember last time I ate a brownie. Last time I ate a brownie, it had weed in it,
Fair enough.
and that shit fucked me up, fam. Oh my god, I feel like when she made it, all of the THC was concentrated into my square because I was out of there, dog. Panic attack.
That's what happens every time. Every time I've had a brownie, the exact same experience. Eat too much.
It's not good. The irony is I used to love cheesecake. Like I would eat a whole thing of cheesecake by myself. Loved cheesecake. But I think when I hit like, I don't know, early 30s, I just stopped liking sweets. And Reese's cups. I used to love those too. And I can't even eat them anymore. It just don't.
Oh,
I
Reese's,
don't know.
it's so good.
Yeah, that used to be my shit. I just don't. I don't know what it is. I just don't. It doesn't do it for me.
I'm never gonna-
I take it back. I will guzzle Dr. Pepper. I am absolutely in love with Dr. Pepper and addicted to it. So maybe that's it.
That is a sweet thing, yeah.
Yeah, I'll take that.
So back to the Pollock twins. This is over in England. It was like Northern England next to Scotland. There were two daughters. These two were not twins. They were separated by about 5 years, and the older was named Joanna. The younger was named Jacqueline. And Joanna used to have a premonition that she would never grow up to be an adult. She would tell her parents, "I will never be a lady. I will never grow up." And when they were 11 and 6 years old, they were hit by a car, and they were killed while they were walking to church. And the mom kind of went into a deep black hole, and the dad just would not stop thinking about them. And he got in his head that he was being punished by God for his belief in reincarnation. And he had sinned, and then God took his two daughters away from him. But then the mom got pregnant again, and the father became convinced that they were going to have twins so that they could get both of their daughters back. And she was going in for her checkups. The doctor was saying, "No, I can hear one heartbeat. You're just having a single baby." But then at the time of birth, they discovered, yes, you have twin daughters. They were named Jillian and Jennifer. Jennifer had a birthmark that looked like Jacqueline's scar, and a second birthmark in the same place as Jacqueline's birthmark. And according to the parents, the two daughters, the two twins, started to remember things about the town that their family used to live in before they were born. So they would spot landmarks, they would understand the roads, they would describe the school that Joanna and Jacqueline, the older daughters, used to go to, even though they had never seen it before. And they could name their late sisters' toys by the names of each toy. Even though the mom had kept the toys out of sight, the twin girls would start to ask for the certain names of certain toys that only the older sisters that were now dead would have known. And so the dad, John, was like, yeah, this is proof. I've been right all along. They're reincarnated. The mom did not agree. The mom kept saying, no, this is not what you think, John. I know you want to have proof of your reincarnation fantasy. But one time the mom heard them playing a game, and the two girls were pointing to each other and saying, the blood's coming out of your eyes. That's where the car hit you. And the mark on your forehead is from when you fell in a bucket, which were the accidents that they had when the original daughters were still alive. And then after they turned 5, the memories started to go away, which is consistent with the other stuff that we've heard about. The dad says that he had nothing to do with giving them these memories. They also had older siblings, so this is where I don't really... It's harder for me to buy into this one than it is for some of the later ones. But if you have a dad that is adamant about reincarnation and thinks that you're the reincarnation of his 2 previous daughters, there's going to be things that you were told that you can pick up on as a child and start to act into those different ways, right?
Yeah. I didn't know that he was like ardent. I just read that he believed in it.
Yeah, he was a believer prior to it, and
This is how I feel about speaking in tongues.
Yeah.
Same vibes.
Yeah, if you see somebody else do it, then you're more likely to just start doing the exact same thing that you've seen, right?
Have you ever seen that in person?
Yeah, it's weird.
Shit is bizarre, though.
It's very strange. It's like, where are you getting these words from? Are they just freestyling the words? Just the sounds?
Just, habba labba shabba 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 dabba shabba dabba.
Yeah, I've never understood that either.
Or catching the Holy Ghost, too. That shit funny, too.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of in the same vein, I think.
Yeah. But it's just funny seeing it in person. It's wild.
So there's a podcast out there about the reincarnation of the Pollock twins, and the host of it talks with John was the dad. The host talks to John's granddaughters, who are named Liza.
Come on.
Yep.
That's what the whole podcast is about?
About this story, yeah.
Not a lucrative.
My guess it's probably like a limited series, like
Got you.
like 6 episodes about this thing that happened.
Got you.
So both the daughters say that John, who was the father, or both the granddaughters say that John, who was the father of the twins, was a controlling, violent man, and that he would manipulate his wife, and he was a gaslighter and a narcissist, and he roped everyone into it, and that it was a family secret. And they ended up tracking down one of the daughters, the one who was claimed to be the reincarnation of the daughters who died in the car accident. And she gave an interview, first time in 40 years. She said that John, her father, was a loving dad, and he never lied to the twins about the reincarnation, but he was not perfect. He was a very big spiritualist. I think what he said was the truth as he believed it, and he never pushed them to say anything about the previous daughters. We didn't know anything about the girls until we were well into our teenage years. And she said, I 80% think it's reincarnation. There's got to be something there. It would be nice to solve the mystery once and for all, but I think it's always going to be a mystery. I think it's up to people to make their minds up. So that to me also seems like something that you would say if your dad had like pressured you into saying that you were reincarnated. Imagine all the pressure that's got to go along with that. If your dad is like constantly believing that you're the reincarnation of his previous daughters, and like he only gets happy when you do something that reminds you of the kid that he used to have. That's got to be a pretty weird way to grow up. And that'll probably screw you up in terms of your own like self-worth for a long time.
Yeah, he needs probably a lot of therapy.
Yeah. So I don't know, where are you at, Arian? How much?
I'm in my room.
What % do you believe in reincarnation?
I don't know that I believe in it at all, but I think I'm open to the possibility. I don't. think that's what happened. So I'll leave 5% for in the event that it's possible, or I have other evidence. Like I'm never closed off to anything. Like I just don't find it very plausible. But like the one thing that is interesting is if like I think I talked about this last time I was in the studio, but like I do have like very strong draws to past civilization. That may or may not mean anything, but I know other people have felt similarly. So like I said, I'm very strongly drawn to old kingdom in Egypt. I'm also very drawn to like the, I don't know, ancient Japanese cultures,
Okay.
like the samurai vibes. Like I'm very drawn to that as well. Very feels very nostalgic. May just like the architecture, you know, who knows where it comes from. But yeah, I don't think we reincarnate. It would be dope, honestly. I think there's so much we don't know about this universe, and I have no fucking clue what happens. But it would be dope to continue to exist in some way, shape, or form. I just don't know that this is it. But it would be cool. I would like to continue to exist. I enjoy life. I enjoy doing things. I like who I am. I like my people. I would like to see them in another place. That'd be cool. But I just don't think that that's what happens.
What animal would you choose? Orca?
Oh, no question. Orca.
I think a bird would be cool too.
Bird would be cool, but I have to be like an eagle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, you don't want to be a pigeon.
I don't want to
you
be
know
a
what
crow. I don't want to be a grackle. Grackle would be the worst bird, I think.
No, the worst bird would be, what's the bird that can't fly?
Penguin.
Oh, penguin would be kind of cool.
No, you get hunted by orcas.
And polar bears.
Yeah, and seals.
Yeah.
Polar bear would be a sick.
And you
Polar
just
bear would be nice.
sitting
Apex.
duck, you know? You're just sitting there. You can't get away. You don't do it. Like, it's just a fucking, you're just food. Your entree.
They do have a nice aura about them, though. They seem like they have fun.
Yeah,
They seem kind. Yeah.
They're cute.
They waddle.
they're goofy.
Yeah.
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 They fall
You
in
slept
love.
again?
You ever watch March of the Penguins?
Uh-uh.
It's actually like
It's good.
you might change your perception of penguins. It's a great documentary.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that I have strong convictions about penguins either way.
But they fall in love. They mate for life. They present their partner with like an engagement ring.
Really?
Yeah, it's crazy. And then the males,
Damn.
they go on these journeys where they walk for I forget how many miles, but like hundreds of miles.
500?
It might be. They walk to the sea. they gorge on
Appreciate you back.
on like fish, and then they bring it back, use that fish to feed their loved one as the baby's growing in the egg. Then they take over egg responsibility. It's actually it's a cute movie. You should watch it.
So they got simps in every species.
They are simps, yes.
Male penguins search for the perfect pebble, smooth, round, flat, ideal for nesting, to present to a female by placing it at her feet or adding it to her nest. If the female accepts the pebble, it is a sign that she accepts him as a mate. The two may then continue to build a nest together out of pebbles, which helps incubate eggs and keep them off the ice.
Oh, chivalry.
No, I think Arian's right, actually. That is loser behavior. Come on, man.
Out of so many different penguins.
Hey,
out there.
she's not going to fuck you, bro.
Dweeb.
In some penguin colonies, pebble theft is common.
Ooh.
Penguins will steal
heist,
pebbles
some
from
would
each
say.
other's nests while no one is looking.
See, those are the smart penguins.
Yeah.
They don't travel. They just.
Yeah, work smarter, not harder.
He said, ma'am, let me see that ring. Where'd you get that from? Oh, my husband gave it to me.
It's
Looks awfully
Fugazi.
familiar there, Mr. Penguin.
They're selling the Fugazi pebbles. Like there's a counterfeit pebble.
Diamond grown
Yeah,
or lab grown
lab-grown.
pebbles.
Yeah.
Lab grown pebbles.
They got pebble mines where they put like all the enslaved penguins to work.
Do they have like infighting like that?
I don't know if they got wars or not.
They seem like happy, like little guys.
I think they have
And
enough
girls.
to worry about from outside predators.
I'm saying they have no way to defend themselves, dog.
No, they're probably delicious.
Gotta be, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, I wonder if penguin meat tastes good.
Well,
Can you eat penguin?
There was that expedition that would actually be a good macrodosing too. I think it was called Shackleford, the Shackleford journey to the South Pole. They got stranded in Antarctica for a long time because their ship broke down, and in order to survive, they had to eat something. And the penguins like befriended them, and they would have to kill penguins every now and again. That would just like walk up and sit down next to them and hang out and be like, "Sorry, dude, I got to kill you. We got to eat."
All right, a little penguin factoid here. In almost all parts of the world, eating penguins is illegal. They are protected by international treaties and domestic laws, such as the Antarctic Treaty System. While historic accounts indicate that explorers ate penguins out of desperation for survival, doing so is not an option today. But there has been people that have done it in the past, and it says that it is an unpleasant flavor. Explorers who have eaten penguins report that the meat is tough and extremely fishy, oily, greasy. One description likened it to a piece of beef, odoriferous codfish, and a canvasback duck roasted together in a pot with blood and cod liver oil for sauce. That's
Ugh.
kind of wild.
Yeah, that's
High in toxins, parasites, and ethical concerns.
Okay. I got a
Eh.
piece of penguin trivia. Where on planet Earth are the only penguins that are naturally found above the equator?
The zoo.
Well, naturally.
Show me now. This could make me look stupid. I honestly don't know if it's above or below.
Mhm.
Madagascar.
It's below.
It's got to be
Greenland.
close, right?
Greenland? No. No penguins in Greenland.
Oh, I don't think it's close at all. Never mind.
It's not.
It's not the obvious answer. Alaska? That's not. No,
Nope.
it can't be that.
No penguins there.
Russia.
Nope. Give up.
No, I'll never.
Okay.
Never surrender.
Oh, it actually is pretty close, actually. So, fuck you.
Italy.
Madagascar?
Yeah.
No. Let me see it. Let me see Madagascar on a map.
Nova Scotia.
It's like right.
That's not
Is
that.
that it?
That's not that
That's-
close.
That's very close.
Okay.
Ireland.
Nope.
You gonna tell us, or are we gonna sit here?
Well,
all
I asked
day?
Aaron if he gave up. He said never. So we might be here.
Yugoslavia.
That's not a country.
Rochester, New York.
Nope.
What?
All right, I'm going to take that as I give up.
Random.
Go ahead.
Ecuador.
Ecuador.
The Galapagos Islands
Mm.
have their own species of penguin.
Now, when I said Madagascar,
Yep.
I think I was thinking Galapagos.
You're thinking about the Galapagos. You know,
I think.
they're like halfway around the world from each other.
I don't know, man. I knew it was an island,
Uh-huh.
and Madagascar popped into my head because of maybe the movie. I don't know.
And that's a giant island. Yeah.
Yeah,
You
but
got-
I knew island.
You knew island and you knew that it had penguins.
Yes,
So you were close.
I just guessed the wrong one.
Yeah.
Happens.
I'll give you 50% credit on that. Yep. Shout out to the Galapagos. I miss you. I'll be back soon. Anything else we want to get to today? Speak now.
Or forever hold your peace.
Do people do that?
Hold their peace?
No.
You're the one that's planning a wedding.
Object.
You have the opportunity to have the preacher say that. Because I
I'm
don't
objecting at your wedding, Big T.
I don't think
Please
I've ever
don't.
heard a preacher offer a time for objection.
Oh, do they not say that?
I think I've heard it once at all the weddings I've been to, but I feel like that you don't do that anymore.
Yeah, I don't think I've been.
It's such a messy thing to do, too. If
Yeah.
he wants to do it.
Because if I was at a wedding and somebody said that, like I would think about saying something as a joke.
Well,
Like there'd be
You'd have to know the both sides of the family really well.
well, no, it would never like. Don't get me wrong, it's never the right thing to do, even if you know both sides of the family really well. But I would think about it. The intrusive thought would pop in my brain, and then I would be like, "Please start talking again soon. Please start talking." Because if it goes on too long, I'm more likely to say something, and it's gonna be stupid, and everyone's gonna hate me. But I'm right there. You're tempting me.
Bucket list.
To object to a wedding?
Object to a wedding.
Yeah.
This isn't good for me.
Just make sure they don't say it.
Yeah.
I want to say it's like more traditional weddings they say it because it's like part of a script.
Yeah.
But like nowadays, like anybody can get ordained and like marry someone. So I don't know if it's like part of that. But it is interesting.
What kind of kiss are you going for when you may now kiss the bride? Like what kind of?
That's actually been discussed.
It has to. You got to be on the same page.
I mean,
you
it
can't go for
can't
the neck
be-
and she go for the tongue.
I
That
mean,
shit
it
gonna
has
be
to
weird.
be. It has to be just a nice in the middle, like 3 seconds.
Yeah.
Tongue or no tongue?
Not like, no, not really. I mean, you're not like making out.
So not a French kiss.
No, but you're not like
Italian?
either.
I would low key want to make the crowd uncomfortable and just
No.
kiss for a minute straight.
But well, first of all, that's all they're gonna remember. Then is like these weirdos.
They're in love. They just hitched their live wagons together. Kiss as long as you want, family.
I think 3 to 4 seconds.
There will be a time where it's like, this is awkward. And that would be funny just to push it to the limits and everybody's like, hey, yo.
Yeah, I'm not interested in that.
Of course not.
Yeah.
All right.
If I get married, that's what I'm doing.
All right. Well, that does it for Macrodosing. Thank you for tuning in, and we will see you guys next Tuesday. Love you guys.